五条先生の教え子とか関係ないですよ。虎杖雄二。
Good fucking morning. What a morning. I hate this XLR with a passion. I would have touched it and brought it up here, but it is literally trash. Anytime I accidentally graze it, you guys, it turns off. Take that in. This device turns off the moment I touch it. I can say that about a lot of people in my life. But Nika, thank you so much for the 3 months, baby. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. And hi, Trisha. I makeup today is Contrail. It's so funny you say that because it takes me 2 seconds. All my homies hate the Go XLR. It literally, Kate, it is the bane of my fucking existence. Guys, please, if anybody can, please click this link right here and give me money for this stupid for this Rodecaster Pro to rid me of this piece of shit XLR. I swear to God, the moment I get this, I'm breaking this on stream. Nobody should buy this. I'm not gonna resell it. It's shit. It's broken. It's shit. It's literally fucking shit. Okay, I'm not gonna break it on stream. I'd feel wasteful. That's a really terrible thing to do. But still, like, I don't know what I'd do. Like, because I'd want to delete it. I'd want to remove it, but I don't know what I'd do. I don't know if that's wasteful or like rude. Can you break it on stream? Do you really think I should? I don't know. I'm too scared to do that. I'm too scared to do it. Like, what if it's wasteful? But it's literally shit. It's literally the worst fucking thing I have ever gotten. Hi, Fief baby. Welcome in. Yo. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? It's not because the company isn't even a thing. Okay. That's fair, Kate. That's fair. I mean, it literally doesn't work. It'll work sometimes and then it'll turn off midstream. Guys, there's nothing more annoying than have it turn off mid-recording. Mid-recording, it just turns off and I have to restart my recording. I literally have never felt more anger in my life. In my life! Towards a fucking technological item. Fuck! Hi, Jazzy. Welcome in. No, because I was literally, Kate, literally, it just happened at the beginning of stream. It just turned off. No reason. Just turned off. Just turned off. For no fucking reason. And I was like, DCP error. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. There's no error. You're just shit. You're just shit. Hi, Parker. Welcome in. And Aloe, welcome in. Anyways. Guys, let me tell you a fun story that happened to my brother. Guys, my brother goes to the same supermarket. It's like a student supermarket that he goes to every week at in his city, okay? Guys, a friend of his randomly texts him during the weekend. He's like, "Dude, they have your picture up." And it says call manager. And he's like, "What the fuck?" My brother has spent thousands of dollars at this place over the years. Obviously, it's a supermarket. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Dude, did you steal anything?" He's like, "No, what the fuck? Of course not." Mind you, my brother is pretty well known on the campus because he's very, very involved in campus activities and like with professors and co-op things. And like, let's just say my brother is like a hardcore like social nerd when it comes to like socializing with like people on campus, okay? Fair. Supreme extrovert, okay? So his friends keep sending it. He's like, "What the fuck?" He couldn't go the day that he found out. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. He couldn't go the day that he went in. So the day that he got the message, because it was a national holiday here. It's called Family Day, where everything's pretty much closed. So he goes yesterday, guys. Guys, the guys call him a liar, a bullshitter. They swear at him. They're rude to him. They're like, "We've had people like you come in before." Well, first of all, what the fuck do you mean by that? Number one. Number two, I personally believe it's a little bit racially motivated because my brother is a lot darker skinned than me and he wears his natural curly hair. Okay? Something feels very sus about that. I was like, they're entering suable territory. We're entering suable territory. Okay? But then my brother finds out that because he does the self-scanning, he missed one item. One $2 item out of his $120 bill. Okay? He accidentally missed one item. Okay? Fair. But first of all, do you think a quote-unquote bullshitting person who's stealing would come in to fix the issue? Like, how is he bullshitting if he's coming in to fix the issue? He pays for the item. He's like, we've had people like you come in, like, we've had so many of you people. Like, with all due respect, do you think a shoplifter, like, would come in and over the years have spent thousands of dollars at your establishment and still pay for the majority of the bill? If not, like, it was a $120 bill and he missed $2 by accident. And you assume that he's a thief and then take a picture of him and post it on in the front of your store. Hi Michael, welcome in, welcome in. If you guys would like, if you'd like to share your name or your pronouns, please feel free to do so and welcome in. They're actively, no, because it's like what the fuck? No, because like what the fuck? Like what kind of thief just shows up? Hey, I see you have my picture. Why? What kind of, like, a thief would know why his picture was up? Are you guys fucking stupid? Are you guys fucking dumb? I feel like we're entering suable territory, per se, to be honest. I feel like we're entering suable territory. I was like, Fuad, with all due respect, I feel like you should sue and, like, get a massive payday. If your brother is anything like you, he is so sweet and respectful. He was giving them so much more benefit of the doubt. He's like, maybe I did something. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink it. You know, have the pay first. Literally though, like what the fuck? They're so rude, but my brother would never sue. He feels too bad. He's like, I missed one thing. It's my fault. Blah, blah. I'm like, I hate these people. I've never felt more rage in my life. Oh, and you want to know what's worse? They wrote the fucking co-op number on his picture to get him reported to the school, to his university. And they didn't want to remove the picture, so he tore it down himself after he paid for it. Take that in. He paid for it. He paid for it and they still wanted to keep the picture up. No, these motherfuckers are psychotic. I've never experienced such internal rage in my life. In my fucking life. In my fucking life. I've never been to his town. There's no, like, literally, with all due respect, I have never, and the guys, the picture they put up of him, low key, he looks so cute. He's just like on the phone, smiling. Like the picture that they have of him on the CCTV, it's just him smiling on the phone. He's like, ha. Hi, you baby, I love you. Hi, baby, I love you. But yeah, that's 420. 420 believes it. No, seriously. And the thing is, he's literally graduating this year. So it's like, don't you fucking dare, motherfuckers. Your girl has reading glasses. Oh, let's fucking go. Twinsies. Hi, Lily. You look great. Oh, thank you, Lily. I hope you have a great night, my love. I hope you have a great day. Oh, sweetie. That's so sweet. Yeah, protect those gorgeous eyes of yours, Mew. 100%. Bad bitch. Guys, nice makeup. Thank you. The only thing I did different was smudge my eyeliner. What frames are these? These are Dior. These are Dior. A VOOGA. Yeah, my parents paid for those. There's no way I would have. Also, my insurance paid for a part of it, which I appreciated greatly. I appreciate greatly. You think, Sarah, first of all, anything that's expensive in my life, I didn't buy for myself. Let's make that very clear. I'm going to send you. Oh my God. Yes, do. Do. I'm trying to find the Mew command. I don't know why it's not working. Wait, Mew's command with all of her links isn't there. Mew, did you fucking delete it? I'll actually kill you. Did you delete your command? I bought mine myself, but they're not yours. Mommy, Poppy got that coin. No, they do not got that coin. My parents just don't know how to save their money. My parents are very bad at saving money. Like they're literally, I've only learned how to save money as a result of being with Brandon. Like actually, Brandon really taught me a lot about financial literacy and like how to maximize income and like savings in this country. And I'm really trying my best. Crochet Delights from you. I know, fucking A. Sarah, can you find the link and make a command? Sorry to put that kind of labor on you, but do you mind? I'm so sorry. If not, totally chill. We don't? Shut the fuck up. Everybody needs a break. Yeah, somebody teach them financial literacy. Yeah. It is my job, but it's like not a paid job. So like, I really want to create a tip jar for my mods. I really want to make that a thing. I want my mods to have a tip jar. Yeah. I really want that to be a thing. I want you guys to get paid for your shit. It's important to me. I'm still going to make it a thing of giving you guys gifts for Christmas. But I still need to get you stuff. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite thing to do is initially before the boycott was the Starbucks card, but now I'm going to find other ways to get you gifts because fuck them. I think I'm the financial one. I can manage the money as well. Oh, I love that. I'm not qualified yet. Sugma balls. Anyways, I was going to say something. Oh my God, guys, remember the lump that they found in my neck that I was talking about? I got a call from the doctor yesterday after I was gaslit by them. Guess what I had? Guess what I had, guys? And I still have. I have mono. How? I don't know. I don't leave the house. If it's from the gym, this is further proof I shouldn't go out. I have mono. Bro, how? I don't know. Apparently, I was like, did Brandon cheat on me? Like, that was my first thought process. But turns out, it can be transferred from just normal, like, coughing. It can be transferred. I was like, who the fuck did you kiss? Because it sure as fuck was not me. And the doctor told me that it can happen from sneezing and coughing as well. There's a lower chance, but it's also very possible. I was like, God fucking damn it, dude. Fucking A. I caught mono from somebody fucking sneezing on me at the fucking gym. And mind you, I know there have been people sneezing on me at the gym, so I know those motherfuckers be sneezing. Those motherfuckers don't clean the equipment. I do, though. How do I add a command? Command space add, and then add your command, put the command, and then write the thing. Drago! Stop. Because you said I didn't just feel off. I felt so fatigued. I had inflamed like lymph nodes everywhere and they were so painful. My throat was fucked. It was so, I don't know if you guys remember the stint of time where I was like, oh my God, my throat. My throat. Like I had to like not talk as much during stream because I was like, my poor throat. Well, you have to do command add and then Sarah, you're a mod. Sarah, please. Sarah, command, add, space, and then do your command. Like, write the command with an... You're so funny. You're so funny. I love it here. What a funny girl. What a funny girl. What a funny girl. But welcome into all of my new followers. Welcome in. Sorry I didn't say it earlier. And Nika, if you're still here, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate you very, very much. Very, very much. Oh. I wanted to touch on something in the effort of being transparent, you guys. I have been very self-conscious about wearing anything tight or fitting in any way because of my body dysmorphia. But also because of that one video that we found a while back of somebody like making edits of my boobs. So I'm just to be in the effort of being very transparent. If I say I want to wear cute clothes, it's probably still not going to happen for a bit. So. Hi, Bedla baby. Welcome in. Yeah. And then they had the nerve to say itty bitty titty committee. I'm like, who the fuck? Fuck you, bitch. You're not wrong, but there's no need. Ooh, okay. So okay, Sarah, let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna use your command. Great job, by the way. Okay, here you go. No, you didn't. You didn't. Okay, so command. Okay, space add, and then you do exclamation mark. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. See that? Oh, that already is a command. Sorry. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Command space add, and then you do exclamation mark mu. Let's do 3. There you go. What the fuck? God help me. There's already a command. Okay, it's the number 2 that's not there. That's the one mu deleted. I'm gonna assume. Did it work? Hey, okay, the command is mu2. There you go. Y'all can just leave it. No, I'm not. Sug my balls. Hee hee hee. Hi, Bedla. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good, Habibi. Bedla, do you want me to call you by your name? Because I know your name, but I don't know if you want me to call you Bedla or Sarah. I was like, which one do I do? Which one do I do? Ooh, I'm sitting so comfortably right now, guys. I'm using the ottoman of the couch underneath my legs. Oh, I kind of wish I got the recliner from my house, though. Guys, that shit made me sit down for hours. No question asked. I was just comfortable. Now I know. Let's go. Sarah, I'm pretty sure I have it pinned on how to do that in the mod chat. I think I have that. I did that at my gaming desk. It's so nice though, Sarah, right? Yeah. Exactly, Mia. Exactly. That's exactly how you do it. Good job. Good job. Mew is our resident mod initiator. Guys, I had a weird dream that I was streaming and we were just talking for hours, but then you all got bored and left. I was thinking about that. You are smart. Don't be fucking rude. Don't say you're not smart. Don't piss me off. You'll make me angry. I literally have you open as I work. I'm so proud of you for all how hard you work, Mew. Honestly, you're such a bad bitch. You really are such a bad bitch. Also, wait. Random thought process. I started watching Apothecary Diaries, you guys. It's so good. I'm only on episode 2, but it's so good. It's so good. I need to buy a plushie. What plushie? What do you mean, like a random plushie? Do not buy Squishmallows. The only reason they're still there is because, well, I love them, but also do not buy anymore. They support genocide. Mew plushie, yes, please do. I have a few of them on my desk. Sorry, on my shelf. And this little boy over here is made by Mew. He's my favorite. They're gonna chat for a minutes and then spend. Let's go. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I need to watch it. Aloe is so good. Fief, do you like it? It's such a nice show so far. I'm really liking it. Is anybody? Yes, of course. I finished it in 1 day. I'm waiting. The new episodes dropped today, but I can't watch them for obvious reasons because I'm live. So, honestly, I like Bedla. Of course, no worries. No worries. I shall call you Bedla. Today, Mew. Yeah, the new episodes are dropping today. They dropped already. Yeah, they dropped already. Yeah, so I'm waiting for stream to end. Me ending stream now so I can go watch it. Bye, guys. We're ending stream. See you later. Time to raid out. But I want to watch one day. Yeah, Mew is the type of person who always likes to wait for things to end and then watch. Do you guys want to do a watch together? You guys want to do a watch party after stream? I can do that. I can do a watch party after stream. And I can have you guys there as I edit. Would you guys like that? But it's only going to be the new episodes. Or do you want to watch the first episodes too? Love is Blind, Fief. Love is Blind. Are you watching only the new episodes or the first episodes? We can start from the beginning. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's really, really good. I would love to have you. Yeah, we can do it after stream. Yeah? Okay. It's set. After stream today, we're going to go watch Love is Blind in the Discord from the beginning. Thoughts? I'm probably going to want to binge it. So for anybody who doesn't want to binge it, I apologize. I'm going to binge. Okay, I'm not the type to sit and watch episode per episode. I am a binger. I am a binger. I might even have my camera open. I'll take off my makeup. It'll be very like cash. I need to watch Free Reign, Mashal, and Apothecary Diaries is fucking amazing. Free Reign is my favorite anime I've ever watched in my life, Mew. Free Reign will have you fucking crying and not knowing why. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? What is going on? Why am I crying? I will rewatch. Wait, have you already watched the first few episodes? Mew, have you already watched the first few episodes? Yeah, it surpassed JJK, and I don't say that lightly. I've never thought that would ever happen to me, but it did. But it did. Okay, then I'm down to watch the new episodes then. I'm down to just watch the new episodes. Because they're just, oh, I'm so excited. Ow, my neck. Y'all hear that? That was loud as fuck. I thought I had the same pair as you. We probably might. It's probably very similar. It's fucking amazing. To Eternity. I'll definitely add them to my list. It's just that I have such a very long list of things to watch currently that it's been very hard for me to watch everything. But let me put it on my anime list. Let me go add it really quickly. Give me a sec. It's called To Your Eternity. See, this is why I so much rather prefer like just streaming and hanging out with both my YouTube community and my Twitch community. It just gets me closer to everybody because I feel like on YouTube it's very hard to maintain closeness with people. Is that just me? It's very hard to get like close to anybody. Like, am I tripping balls or is that just a me problem? I don't feel like it's easy to like connect with anybody on YouTube versus on Twitch. It's so easy to, you know, your nails are fire. Shout out to my nail tech. She's fucking phenomenal. Ooh, we should make a nail channel on Discord where we just share our nails. Should we do that? Guys, I mean, it is a passion of mine. Oh my God. And Mew, you can share your nails too. Should we do that from now on? Mew, do you want to make the channel on Discord? I trust you with a passion. Let me find you on Discord and add you. Mew, you're in the Discord, right? Yeah, you are, of course. What the fuck? The way I couldn't find you. Oh yeah, I added you to permissions. Yeah, you have permissions. Feel free to add it. Yeah, let's add a nail channel. That'll be so fun. I'll be so fun. Yes, Bethel, that's the point. That's exactly what I was trying to go for. You're the first person to notice. You're the first person. They literally have pearls on them. Shut the fuck up. You're the first person. Thank you, Mew. I love you. I appreciate you. Should we play the game? Should we play a little bit of the game now? A little bit, she says. Probably going to play for 5 hours. A little bit, she says. She says a little bit. Let me get this bad bitch close to me. Show closer. Hi, Jazzy. Welcome in, my love. Here. Bella, I'll post them on the Discord because it's hard to see them with the lighting of the camera. But I'll post it for you. Well, you know, good. I know. By the way, guys, can I ask you a question? Do you feel like my streams are too short? Or are they fine? Do you feel like my 4 to 5 hour streams are too short? Or is that like fine? I think 3 hours can be a little short. Bismillah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shut up. That was so loud. Oh my God. That's a good length. Thank you. It's my first time here. Well, welcome in, Jazzy. Welcome in. My mods are amazing at welcoming in new people. So, welcome in. in 2 sittings. Let's go. Oh, Lily, you watch my VODs? That's crazy. Every time somebody says they watch my VODs, I get a little emo. Guys, by the way, we have a new VODs channel on YouTube. We have a new VODs channel on YouTube. Please go check it out. Okay? We have a VODs channel. It's great to go follow it and stuff. Thank you so much, Fee, for posting that. Yeah, we have a new VODs channel. Highly recommend you go there. It's a lot easier than watching VODs on Twitch, in my honest opinion. I have playlists for all the games. I'm trying to make thumbnails for them. It's hard as shit. Honestly, making playlists for, making thumbnails for gaming VODs, honestly, I can't, it's quite hard. Since I usually am here for them, right? It's a little weird. With tons of love and, oh, positivity. Not the positivity. That was both cringe and beautiful. I loved it. Thank you. I love your cringe. You are cringe, but you are free. Okay, let me just adjust my windows. Awesome sauce. All right, what am I doing? Oh, oops. I keep doing that. Okay, messages. Let's run. You're free. Hello. Oh, do you have time to meet me after school? Always fishy me. We need to be your friend. I love my cringe too. If I didn't, I'd die. That's so fair. Cringe can be both freeing and a curse. Oh. How have things been? Actually, I'd like to ask you a favor if you have time today. Yes. No worries. She's so shy. This is kind of embarrassing, but will you help me with my homework? It's math, to be specific. Let's talk about it more at the library. I feel like that's her voice.
A treasurer who's not even good at math. Doesn't that sound pathetic?
No.
I never even wanted this job. Someone else entered me into the running. I didn't think I would actually get elected, though.
Why not, you bad bitch?
But I don't regret joining the student council or anything. If I hadn't joined, then I wouldn't have met such kind people like you or the
Aww.
president.
Shut up. You're distracting us.
Shut up, you fucking toad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're gonna flirt with each other, go do it outside.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I'm tired of this. I can't even pick up my pencil anymore. But if you give me a kiss,
you're the ones flirting.
maybe
What
I can
the
study
fuck?
for another 30 minutes.
What are you going on about now? Come on, you gotta take this seriously. Don't you want us to go to the same college?
She sounds like such a brat.
Just give me a kiss, please.
Oh, that's so fair, Lily. That's so fair.
Fine.
Oh,
They're really gonna kiss? Do they not know where they are?
They have no shame.
That's right. I agree. This is supposed to be a place of learning, and they're still just kids.
Okay.
So I say this, as a member of the student council.
She's so proper and
that kind
prim.
of inappropriate behavior should not be tolerated at school.
Okay, queen.
We should notify the student council president right away and discuss this at our next meeting.
I mean, okay. Oh my gosh, should I say you don't like kissing? I'll just say I agree.
If you're on my
We're trying to
side,
earn her
then I have
favor.
nothing to fear.
We're just trying to earn her favor.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be raising my voice in the library.
She's so
I
cute.
don't mind if I get in trouble, but
Yeah, definitely
I
don't
want
kiss in the
you to
library, you
get
freaks.
criticized too.
You know, in like shows, there's sometimes people who have sex in the library, and I'm like, how do you guys have the gall? What is wrong with you people? This is a public place of learning. Don't fucking discredit this work. It's so inappropriate. Why are you make fucking in a library? This is a public place. This is public indecency. You could go to jail. But then again, I might be a little baby.
Oh, I didn't notice the time.
Guys, look at the date. It says 6/9.
I think I'm going to be stuck here for a while, so you don't need to wait for me.
No, it's okay. I parted ways with Chihiro and then headed back to the dorm. Haram, she's so cute and adorable. Haram.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks, Takiba. Kirijo-senpai and Sanada-senpai went to the hospital to pay Yamagishi-san a visit. I wonder if she's alright. Wait, can I go? No worries, no worries. Thank you so much, Miu. I appreciate you. appreciate you. Wait, can I go to the hospital? Can I go to the hospital? I can't? Okay, that's weird. That's odd that I can't go to the hospital though. Time to get some money because I'm fucking poor. Because I'm fucking poor. Yep. We're determined and we have some charm to us finally. And we're not fucking dumb. Let's fucking go. One can only hope, you know?
So...
I was thinking, do you think Karicho-senpai saved Yamagishi because it was the right thing to do? Or was it just because she's a Persona user and we need her? She has good intentions.
Yeah.
You're right. It's really up to Yamagishi-san whether or not she joins us. Sorry to bring this up out of the blue. I mean, I'm sure she'll join us, the fuck? She's useful. Genital juices on my books? No fucking thing. It's so true, Bethla.
Next topic.
No, not this man again. All he does is talk about his fucking... like, favorite time period. He's so annoying. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Class has ended for today. What you see lately, my wife has been saying that she wants to see Farah-chan. Aww. But I want to go see Yuko. We're so dating. The nightclub at Paulina Mall. I've never really cared for it since the place seems kind of sketchy. I hear a weird crowd hangs around there. Like there's some guy dressed as a monk partying hard every night. There's no way he's a real monk, right? Are monks even allowed to drink alcohol?
Oh, that's right.
So should I go talk to him? Counting on you, coach. Oh, she's so cute. We're so in love.
Back. And don't forget to swing your arms.
Coach, guess what? Guess what?
What?
I beat Yuki-chan! I swung my arms really hard, just like you said.
Cute.
Whoa, seriously? That's amazing. Okay, next time I want you to try running with your toes raised. You'll go even faster that way.
Really? Is that a thing?
Got it, coach.
These kids are so athletic. Holy shit.
I did a lot of research on this, so I'm glad to see it's actually working.
Have
I mean,
you?
now that I've agreed to coach them, I gotta do a good job, right? I even used the school library for the first time to put together a training routine. I gotta say though, I'm amazed how much their times have improved just from correcting their form.
Yeah.
Elementary school kids really learn fast, don't you think?
It's because you teach so well.
Oh, I don't know about that. But hearing you say so does make me feel like I can do anything.
You can. You can.
These kids really give it their all. Oh.
1,000 demon sprint!
My man is unleashing his inner Naruto.
Okay, one more round.
Hey, hold on a second.
Don't
You're
tire
all supposed to
yourself
be on
out.
break right now. It's important to take time to get good rest. If you're age, you need to be careful.
Your muscles
not
need to
overdo
rest.
it. You could get really hurt.
Yeah, but there's no time for that. We can
Why?
keep going. Come on, we gotta show our fighting spirit.
This is called Persona 3, Jazzy. Persona 3 Reload.
We only have so many days to train.
A currently
here.
new game.
I don't know. What do you think? Should I change the training routine? Maybe they should be running more.
No, I think you should trust your instinct.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I am the one who did all the research
Yes.
on how to avoid straining yourself.
Yes.
All right, listen up. I'm your coach now, so you stop running when I tell you to stop. That's a promise you've got to keep. But in return, I'll make sure you get faster than you've ever been.
Let's
How's that
go.
sound?
She's
Think
so
you can keep that
she's getting
promise?
so much like more like self-assured.
Coach, you're on fire.
Auntie
What
coach.
did you just call me? All right. Those who agree to the terms, go back to your break.
Okay.
You're on fire. Auntie coach.
Oh, sometimes I can't tell if they're actually listening to me or not. This kind of feels good, doesn't it? Like some coming-of-age story.
Yeah, 100%.
So, thanks for giving your input earlier. Honestly, if I was on my own, I would have let them keep running. I'm glad I asked you to coach.
Yeah, her voice is really good.
Means a
Her
lot
voice
having
acting is
you here.
actually phenomenal. Yuko is starting to trust me more. She wants me. No, she wants me. I can feel it in my bones. She wants me, and I feel it. Let's be... No, Sarah. Sarah.
Oh, by the way, the kids seem like they want to run with you. Do you think you could do just one lap? It'd be setting a good example for them.
Sure. I practiced with the children until the sun went down. Sarah. No. No.
Welcome back.
Kirito-senpai and Senata-san are both visiting Yamagishi today. So that leaves us on standby at the dorm. Oh, essentially, you're the only people I can go to tartar sauce with? I wonder if she'll come home soon. Hi, Rudy. Welcome in.
Hey, listen.
She hasn't agreed to join, though, right? I hope she's not pressured by them or anything. So mind your own biz. I am, in fact, minding my own biz. It's a vending machine. Oh, you know where I want to go? I want to go to the club right now and see that random monk that apparently parties. Did I watch a direct? No, I didn't even know there was one. What direct? Whose direct is it? Guys, where's the monk? Hey, you're pretty cute. Okay. Oh, Nintendo? Oh. If it has... Listen, I don't care unless it's Breath of the Wild or Animal Crossing. In which case, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to... I'm more of a PlayStation girly. You know what I'm saying? Where's the monk? No, because seriously, Rudy, I'm very much... Is coming to Nintendo Switch? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Welcome.
Why? That's fucking random and weird. No, but seriously, I'm very much more of like a PlayStation girly. Where's the monk man? Dude, the monk isn't here. What the fuck? Oh, is it? Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. Well. Hi, Ethan. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're well. Let's see what they got. I'm starting to be a PlayStation girly as well. There's more. Yeah, 100%. PlayStation has way more stuff. Like, way more stuff.
You got everything you need? Thanks.
Or cute indie games? Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, it's really hard for me to pick up like new indie games, I think. Like very, very difficult for me. And I think that's partially because it's hard for me to get invested in games that don't have a long story. Because I just don't feel like there's much to it at times. Like Stardew took me a very long time to get into. But when I did, I was like obsessed, right? But it takes forever for me. Yeah. The Switch 2? There's a Switch 2? Oh, what the fuck? They're gonna make another one? My god, please. Sir, please, I am poor. I can't be doing this. It's in development? What the fuck? Really? Time to study. Doing games you might like? Perhaps. I can assure you it'll be hard. Not that I don't like it, but also Ethan, I don't know if I said hi, but hi. I hope you're well. I hope your day's going well. What you doing today? Are you hanging out? Vibing? Enjoying life? Chilling like a villain? It's a message from Sanada. Yamagishi is being released from the hospital today. We all need to go talk to her together. Come to the command room once you get back to the dorm. Okay. I feel like it's unnecessary. Like, what more can they do to her? No, seriously though. Like, facts. Are you available to meet me today? Always, for you. She's gotten so much more gutsy. She was so afraid of talking to me before. Would you like some company? Sure.
Yes.
I really do enjoy talking with you, Ji-san. I can feel my bond with Chihiro grow stronger as we spend time together. I feel like our friendship will grow stronger soon. I mean, the Switch ever been, it's out legit. But there's a huge, yeah, no, I get it. But it's just like, what more could they do to it though? Like, genuinely. Like, what more could they do to the Switch?
So, you're FUUKA Yamagishi-kun, right?
She is, she is.
Yes.
Relax, there's no need to be nervous. Go on and have
Hold
a
on,
seat.
she's standing up.
Okay.
I just want to quickly mention that everyone did an excellent job uncovering the truth.
Make it VR.
And
No.
Another thing to report.
Hi,
I've heard
Flo.
that
Welcome
all
in. Can we get a
three
shout out for
girls
yourself,
have
please?
regained consciousness.
That's great news.
From what I
60
understand, they
FPS
each came to the school around midnight and waited for the security guard to leave. Then, once the dark hour began, they were attacked by shadows near the
Hoi,
gate.
hoi.
Because of the situation's similarities to an old ghost story, rumors naturally spread quickly.
I knew right from the beginning that it wasn't a ghost.
It's all my fault.
How is it your fault, baby?
What? Where'd you get that from? You were the victim in all this.
But all of those rumors started because I was absent for so long.
That's totally not your fault.
I don't think we could have won that fight if you hadn't been there. You saved our lives. That's not something
Your
just
fault.
anyone could have done. Take pride in that. You have a special power that you can use to help others.
A special power?
You think
We
you need
called
it? I just don't see
Persona.
what they could add,
Right now,
add to
our
it, though.
group absolutely needs your abilities. Can we count on you to help us?
Sir, yes, sir.
Are you asking me to join you?
Yes.
That's right.
Yuricho-senpai.
Only if you want to.
I think you'd make a good addition to the team, too.
Sanada-senpai.
You know we're not trying to pressure you. So if you need some time to think about it.
It seems like she's saying yes. Okay, I figured.
Be my honor.
Aw, she's so kind.
Are you sure? If you do join, you'll have to move into the dorm.
Is Takiba like, does Takiba not want her to join or something? Like, what is that about? BG, but Nintendo's always cheap about the hardware. But the thing is though, like, Phil, like, why would they be cheap about it? Like, they've got money. Like, the fuck?
That's fine. I'd rather live here than at home anyway.
Why does Takiba not want her in here?
Thank you. We really
Feeling
appreciate
sus.
this. We'll have the school talk to your parents to resolve any issues.
Yeah, you resolve those issues.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Aren't we dragging her into this a bit fast?
Why is she so weird about it?
It's okay. Really.
One other topic I'd like to discuss is those special shadows. We had another encounter this month.
Does Reload mean it's a remake? Yeah, Phil. Yeah, it's a remake.
While we still don't know where they're coming from, I do believe Sanada-kun is right. They seem to appear alongside the full moon.
He's right. We said that,
This,
bro.
At least.
The
will help
fuck?
us
We're
plan
the
for
ones who get.
future.
So, the next full moon is showtime, huh?
Yeah.
Knowing when to expect them is a big advantage for us. Now, on the day of the fight, we'll be ready to get in the ring.
We figured out the pattern for when special shadows appear. Is this what the mysterious boy was trying to tell me? I should start paying attention to the moon phases. Okay, but I've already been. The way? This is such a scam. Like, actually, what a scamulation. So mind your own biz. So mind your own biz. In Canada, AU, UK. Big stat. Oh yeah, Phil, I've heard about it for Twitch, yeah. So I don't know if that means that people subbing to me will be affected or just me subbing to other people will be affected because I'm the one that's in Canada. Exactly, Rudy. I'm really stressed out about it, to be fair. I'm like, am I going to be affected? Like, it's only tier 1 subs also that'll be affected. Only tier 1 subs. But my question is like, Faroh, time to come to the... No, because I've been thinking about that for quite a while these days. Because I think eventually I might have to. Tax-wise. Why tier 1? I'm not really sure. It's just tier 1. Yeah, so when I sub to someone, it'll cost more, but not for anybody subbing to me. As long as you guys don't live in Canada, you're fine. But because I live in Canada, I'm gonna get fucked. Canada's a safe place because the taxes are so fucking high, Rudy. Taxes here are insanely high. Taxes here are fucking high. Like, in a way that's just so fucking crazy.
Morning.
Morning. What do you think of Yamagishi-san? What is your issue? She's very helpful.
Huh?
That's all you have to say. I mean, yeah, her personality is pretty amazing, but doesn't it seem like she wasn't really given a choice in joining the team? Talk about what is your issue? I hope she'll be okay. No, Rudy, our taxes are insane. Rudy, our taxes are insane.
Hey, did you hear? Apparently, Mr. Akoda's in hot water.
Really? What'd he do?
I don't know, but
Huh?
I think it's serious. Sexual harassment, maybe?
I can totally see that.
Oh, why are you like laughing about that? That's not...
Good morning.
Hey, look! It's the ghost girl! Quiet, she can hear you.
Oh, fuck you, bitches.
Oh, FUUKA, you're here.
Oh, she's learned her lesson.
Moriyama-san? I heard you started living in the dorms. Yes.
Thank you for the stretch, Rudy.
You're looking glum today, as usual. Well, if you got something on your mind, you can always talk to me.
Well,
You
I'm
could
glad.
probably use a friend, huh?
Aw.
Moriyama-san. Come on, you don't gotta be so stiff. Just call me Natsuki.
What do you mean, Phil? Of course you'd be a creator. You're already a creator, no? What are you saying? 880k points. I'm gonna save up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You save up. Supposed to be a Garu? I think she might actually be a Garu, yeah. Track practice, work related. Sup. Okay, I haven't gone to student council in a bit, so I think I should go to student council. I don't go live on YouTube. No, I just post on YouTube. I definitely do not go live there. I just post my VODs there. I don't think I could keep up with both chats if that was the case. Spent some time working with the student council. The hours flew by as I worked hard on my tasks.
I don't see Odagiri. Is he absent today?
Wild of him to be absent when he invited me here.
I'm pretty sure he came to school today.
Then where is he?
Probably busy playing detective asshole.
Oh.
Ah, so this is what Fushimi was telling me about.
Hi,
I
Hero.
see. Well, his
No worries,
intentions
no
are
worries.
good,
Good
so
luck
you can't
teaching.
really blame him. But I understand how you feel. You're all free to leave now. Good work today.
You hear me? I want to see evidence, smart guy.
You need a social media manager so you can rest? Me? I'm too scared to trust somebody with all that stuff. Thief. Enjoy food. Enjoy food.
I don't need evidence. I already know everything about you. Like how you were arrested for beating up that guy in the park who snitched on you, right?
Jesus.
Whoa. He's still at it? This is the third time today. My boyfriend was so pissed after he was accused. This guy's really asking for it.
Keeping quiet will only make things worse for you. If it's really not you, then give me some names. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You have my word as a member of the disciplinary committee.
Better fuck off, asshole.
What the fuck? Knock it off.
God, what is...
What the fuck?
Don't think I'll just let you get away with that. Oh, hey, what is
Oh my
it?
god, Rudy, I definitely
Did you need
do.
something
I
from me?
definitely would. I think it'll be cool if someone create or edits photos instead of going into your stuff. What photos? I don't edit my... What do you mean, edit my photos? That doesn't make sense. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just feel like I'm very much not there at that level, not even close. So it's just a little early for me to be doing stuff like that. You look like you're hard at work.
You bet I am. If we turn a blind eye here,
I have to
there's
suck up to
no
them so
stopping
hard
this
just to
from
get them to
happening
like me.
again.
This is ridiculous.
And once it spirals out of control, there will be nothing we can do. We should nip this problem in the bud while we still can.
Rudy, I definitely think you should play this game though. It's really fun so far.
I know what people think of me.
That you're too much?
Then again, those who fight for justice have always butted heads with others. History speaks for itself.
No, it's okay, Rudy, please.
So let my actions serve as a warning to other offenders. A sensible person like you should understand, right?
Okay. A sensible person like me, eh? I'm so sensible. You should, Rudy. I hate that I have to suck up to them because I definitely do not agree with what they're thinking. I do not agree. I feel like he's being too much, too extra, too invasive.
Welcome back.
Hi. Not their fault, but the girls put their foot down when I offered to help. Said us guys aren't allowed. Anyways, looks like she'll be coming here pretty early tomorrow. Exciting stuff, eh? Not me struggling to fucking read. Ooh. Let's go to games. And mind your own biz. So mind your own biz. House of the Deceased? Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the stretch. House of the Deceased sounds so scary. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Ooh, not the random dark hour. Oh my god, not the fucking kid again.
Prevailed yet again.
I hate this kid, bro.
Do you remember what I said before?
I'm
about
doing good,
everything
Dorolo.
coming
Welcome
to an
in.
end? Well, I recalled something else. I'm pretty sure the end is unavoidable. But it's kind of weird. It doesn't feel that inevitable right now, considering the vast potential inside you. Plus, it seems like your powers changed quite a bit. Hey, if you don't mind, can I be your friend?
No. Dorolo, it's actually my first time playing any Persona game.
I'm really curious about you. What do you say?
Sure.
Name? Oh, I see. I need a name. My name is Faroh's.
That's a little close to my name. Faroh's?
I know we'll get along great.
How am I enjoying it? I'm loving it so far, Dorolo. Honestly, I'm really loving it. It's a little fucking weird. This kid gives me the heebie-jeebies. But why is his name so close to my username? I'm kind of confused. Of a bond with the mysterious boy Faroh's. Oh, he's another Persona? He's another Arcana?
I am. Thou shalt.
He's my soulmate? Absolutely not. He is giving me the ick. His name... Death?
Well, it's getting late, so I'm going now.
Is he the apocalypse?
I can hardly wait until the next time we meet.
I'm on my new... Oh, so have you played it before, Dorolo?
Bye-bye.
Bye. You fucking freak. What the fuck?
Good morning.
Morning. Yamagishi will be living in the dorm with us starting today. From this point on, she'll be providing us with support in tartar sauce at night. That means I can start joining battles again. That's reassuring.
Yes.
You can depend on me. Even if I'm a bit slow starting out, rest assured I'll catch up to you all in no time. This guy's meant for you. Please, absolutely not. I'm trying to get the platinum. Platinum what? There's a platinum of what?
Oh, good. You're all here.
I am.
know this is sudden, but the chairman will be coming by again this evening. I'd like everyone to gather at the usual place tonight.
Oh, there's a trophy for this? Really?
Something happened?
Apparently, he's prepared some special gifts for us. I know it'll be busy with Yamagishi moving into the dorm, but I'd appreciate it if you could all come by.
Special? Does that mean we can expect something good?
Yes.
I don't know. This is Ikutsuki-san we're talking about. He's probably just gonna tell us some new joke he made up.
I find that beautiful. Thank you. I want to hear all of his jokes. Won't you come visit us? Oh. I'm gonna go to the old people this time. What? Okay, how about want, and now I have a number of requests I have for you is increased. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go to the elderly couple. Your React vid just went live? Hell yeah, it did. Wait, let me go comment on it. I have to comment on it.
I swear I left it around here.
Okay. You have to comment and pin it. Ta-da! I pinned it. Done. I'm 2 trophies away, and toss R for the 2 of the social links for unlocking all of them and maxing all of them out. Oh, okay, per. In PC. Oh, okay, I see. I'm not gonna play it on PC just because 1, they take up too much space. Number 1. Number 2, I just feel like it's smoother on the PlayStation. TBH. Looking for something?
Oh.
Hi.
How'd you know I was looking for something? Are you psychic?
No, you just said it, so.
I'm looking for my glasses. I'm not my glasses, my wallet. I can't seem to find it.
I'm sure they do, though, Rudy. I'm sure they do. Best of luck.
You don't have to be so polite. We're friends. We're all in this together. Oh. Reminds me of my days in the military academy. All right, Sergeant. You take the right wing. Leave no stone unturned and find that wallet.
Yes, sir. High and low for the missing wallet. I bet you it's in his pocket.
We've searched everywhere, but wait,
I bet you they have it in his pocket. Bonjour. The fuck?
I found something important on the ground outside. Does this belong to you?
Mysterious foreigner.
Oh, yes, that's it. I've been looking for this wallet everywhere.
I like how every foreigner, they just make them blonde. It originally came out on the Vita. Oh, the PlayStation Vita. I got the port along with the Persona 3. Okay, let's fucking go.
It may not be full of silver or
honestly,
gold, but this here is an even bigger treasure to
aw,
me.
Rudy, I definitely feel like almost all Persona games are on PlayStation, yeah.
Ah, excuse me. Are you not the transfer student everyone is talking about? I am one as well. I am a
Why are we the ones that everybody's talking about? Nice to meet you.
I am here from France as an exchange student. My name is André Laurent Jean Geroux, but you can call me Bébé. It's quite nice to meet you.
I am not going to call you Bebe.
I am delighted to, make your acquaintance. Yorishiko.
Yorishiko. Yorishiko.
Every day. If you get bored, Come join me. Then au revoir.
Oh, okay.
And sayonara.
Got you, Derulo. Sayonara. What's up, BB? You're Roshko? You're Roshko.
Classy young man.
I know I kept it in my wallet. I didn't want to forget about it at any cost.
What exactly?
There it is. I knew I put it in here. Good going, me.
What?
That key. Is it?
Come on, dear.
Matches.
You know
I
what it
know,
is.
right, Ella?
It's the key to our son's car. Such
Aw.
a nice boy coming to visit us has a way of making me feel young again. Been a while since I felt like putting the pedal to the metal. What age do I look, dear?
Please don't. Why must you get into a car? Do you want me to end up all alone?
Wait, do you think he'll crash? Does she think he'll crash?
Oh, I'm sorry for raising my voice. Did I scare you?
A little bit.
Our son. Remember what I told you? How he passed away? On his way home from work, he got into an accident.
Aww.
He was hit by a dump truck driver who was drunk on the job.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, please punch me. Just punch me for being so insensitive. With all my excitement, I forgot to consider how my wife might feel. Oh, I'm such
No, you're okay. It's okay. It's okay. He was hit by a drunk driver. What a douchebag. Not your son, the drunk driver.
Why are we all just moping around here?
No, it's definitely not a calm game.
Been located. Why don't we go out and have a nice dinner, dear? And this is for you. Consider it your reward for helping us look around.
Medicine. Thanks, sir. Haram. Damn, she put all the fucking bouquets in her house.
Yes, come in.
She loves flowers.
I think we should start heading to the command room and... Huh? You already finished unpacking? I was planning on helping you out later, too.
Well, I didn't have too much with me, so I finished a lot sooner than I expected.
Aww.
Oh, are you good with computers by any chance? You think you could teach me? I'm really not good with stuff like that.
Sure, if you'd like me to.
No worries, Rudy. Thank you for the lurk, Habibi. Rest up.
Yes. I figured I should know everyone's defining characteristics and whatnot to prepare for battle. I can't do any actual fighting, so I need to make myself useful.
Aww.
Oh, I see. You're a really hard worker, Yamagishi-san. And you've got an amazing ability, too.
Is she jealous?
Now that I think about it, everyone in the storm is pretty amazing, huh?
She feels small, huh?
Hinata-senpai is hands down one of the strongest. And our leader has a power unlike anyone else's. I bet Kirijo-senpai is strong, too. And Junpei... well, he's... whatever.
She
But
feels
what do I
inadequate?
have? I'm only half the person everyone else here is. I couldn't even do anything the last full moon.
That's not true, Takeba. You've been very
Maybe I
helpful.
don't need to be here after all.
That's not true at all.
Huh?
I was told that a persona is the power of the soul, also known as your other self.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think a person's personality and feelings are reflected in their persona.
Yeah.
For example, Takeba-san, your persona has healing powers, right? That's because there's a kindness in you that no one else has.
Yeah.
I'm not kind at all. I just don't want to see anyone go down or get hurt, that's all.
Yeah.
Come on.
Really wholesome, right?
Akutsuki-san's gonna be here soon.
Hi, USB.
Oh, and you can just call me Yukari. I hope you like it here, Fuuka.
Aw, they got closer.
Thank you, Yukari-chan.
Aw, good morning, good morning. I hope you're
Sorry
well.
for calling you all again so soon, but I brought something special today.
Brought something special today.
Well, let me just show you before I get into explaining
Welcome
what it is.
back, Thief Baby. Wait, he said he brought us gifts. Is it money?
I'd like to provide you with some new equipment.
I wanted stacks.
After spending quite some time in development, we're now ready for the battle testing phase.
Okay.
The shadows are getting stronger. You just barely won the last battle. We can
My
only
question
assume
is
they'll grow even more powerful still.
Can he?
That's why you all need something more to stay in the fight.
Does he even have a persona? How did he just randomly stumble on a bunch of kids he can use to fight personas? Like, how did this start? Genuinely, what is the origin story here, sir?
From now on, I want everyone to use these during your operations. Combat gear, complete with a matching armband. And your new trump card in the battle against the shadows. Cartridges that enable the use of Theurgy.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Theurgy means spiritual magic that could reach the gods in Greek. To put it simply, it synchronizes with the user's emotions, and when the right conditions are met,
so it's
allows
her
them
ult?
to unleash an attack of immense power.
Our ult.
Oh, you're talking about signature attacks. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for something like this. Okay, how does it work?
Well, about that, it's a bit difficult to explain.
Sarah, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're well. Hey, hi. Huge fan of yours, by the way.
Oh, please. If you can handle a persona, this should hardly be any more difficult. It's been thoroughly tested for safety, too. So nothing to worry about there. Oh, there's a manual for
it says you're a suspicious user.
If you feel the need.
What?
Well, I'm sure glad I made it in today. With Yamagishi-kun joining us, Kirijo-kun.
They're right? Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Fear me.
After today.
All right, just let me know. I'll block you. I'll just like ban you right now. Welcome, and I hope you're well.
Now to roll out this new weapon. Don't you agree?
Don't you agree?
Oh, would you look at the time?
I don't want to though.
I'd like to talk more about this, but I've been quite busy with the investigation into those large
Hi,
shadows.
Abid. Welcome in. Assalamu alaikum.
I think we're on the verge of a
you're
breakthrough,
well.
though, so I'll be sure to let you know what we find out soon.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. I'm leaving the rest to you, Kirijo-kun.
Please do, sir.
And there he goes.
I sort of thought this before, but he's rather laid back, isn't he?
Quite.
More like careless.
Sheila, hi, baby.
It's fine.
Hi.
We should just give it a go like the
Can
chairman
you get a
said.
shout out for Sheila, please? Because I don't want spoilers, but just want to give you a little. Aw, thank you so much, Sarah. I hope you're well. Thank you so much. I hope you also enjoy playing the game. Thank you for being here and the follow. Sheila, baby, how are you doing, Habibi? Did you just wake up? What game is this? It's called Persona 3 Reload. It's a remake of Persona 3 originally. It's a very fun game. I really like it very much. But yeah.
In fact, since everyone's already here, now might be the best opportunity. Let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment. I've been wanting to get back into the swing of things anyway. And this will serve as a good test of our team lineup with Yamagishi as backup.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Oh no, I didn't mean to do.
Don't be like that. Anyone want to miss out on my
I need to get ready. Let's go. You got this. Get ready for the day, bad bitch.
That I don't care about. But we should go for FUUKA's sake so she can get used to things.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous since it's my first time, but I'll follow your lead.
Can I just say, guys, it's so weird for me to be streaming on a Wednesday. Like, this feels so fucking bizarre. I never stream on a Wednesday. This feels so bizarre.
All right. We'll go into Tartarus once everyone is geared up.
Okay.
Understood.
I want to go to tartar sauce. My fish and chips has never been the same. Tartar sauce. Marcus, yeah, it usually is my off day. It's just that this week's schedule is a little off. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not the slow-mo. Let's go, Junpei. Oh, she's doing so good. Where's Takeba? Oh, there she is. We're so cool right now. Look at our fucking strut. That was the most hardcore walk of my life.
Oh man, this is awesome. We're like a super elite task.
No, because really, what is this awesome fucking fit?
Come on, could you at least wear it like you're supposed to? Oh, but it does look like everyone's outfits are a bit different.
They're so sick.
Each one is made to complement our physiques and fighting styles. And we're testing the prototype out on me. But it feels even better than it did before.
It's fucking fire.
Very light and sturdy. I wonder if it's the same materials they use in the military, or maybe even the ones for spacesuits.
Seems like this armband isn't just for decoration either.
What is it for? Communication?
According to the manual, there are a bunch of different features built into it. For example, it can give you a readout of your vitals.
Oh my god, it's an Apple Watch.
Also a function
It's a fucking Apple Watch.
when you can use your theurgy?
My theurgy?
Sorry, it doesn't look like there's much information about that. All I can tell is that you load the cartridge into your evoker to use it.
My evoker?
Then let's make that our objective for today. Make sure to stay alert, everyone.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
Yamagishi, you're going to be our backup, just like I mentioned before. This time, I'll be joining the rest of you in battle.
I'm going too. I gotta make sure my skills are still sharp.
Me too.
All right, then including our leader, that will be our team.
Wait, I want to go too. I was so ready for this. You can't just put me on standby.
We can't go without our leader. You stay here and support Yamagishi.
Yeah. Only you can do it, Junpei.
Oh, really?
You gotta make him feel special, you know?
When you put it that way, how can I refuse? Don't worry, Fuuka. Nothing's getting past me.
Okay.
There he goes again.
Ooh, I love an egg sandwich, Fief. Is it like boiled eggs or is it like an omelet? Hi, Luin Arcade. Welcome in. Hi.
Fuuka, if it gets too dangerous, just leave him behind. And don't be afraid to smack him if he tries anything funny.
Say less. I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
Okay, got it.
Huh? You get it?
Yeah.
Yamagishi, could you scout the area and find a good floor for us to start on?
Okay.
I finally managed to get on one of your streams. I cry.
It seems.
Thank you for wanting to be
in here from before.
Well, that's nothing new, right?
No, not like that. It seems distorted. It's probably just temporary. I'll try and find a stable floor for us to start on.
You can tell that much already? Wow, Fuuka.
It could be because we didn't enter the usual way last time. Or because of those huge shadows.
I love the reaction. I'm so glad that you like them. Oh, that makes me feel emo. I'm glad that you like them. That makes me very happy.
We have no idea what's gonna happen in here. Not that I'm complaining, though.
All right, let's go.
Oh, that new sword looks pretty cool. And
Hey.
this bow I got is really light and looks pretty easy to use. I can't wait to see it in action.
So, the chairman got us all new weapons too, huh? Guess we should be thanking him.
He barely explained anything, though. Sometimes I can't tell if he's actually helpful or not.
I mean, he's
All of this has
helpful.
been custom made for us. You can tell because of the C's mark engraved on everything. As always, you're in command. And make sure to check the equipment before we get started.
Yeah, I was gonna. No need to tell me. Gosh. No need to tell me. Gosh. You're making me feel dumb. Oh, look at my sword. Oh, it's even less than the one I already have on. Oh, Could never be me. Yeah, I put that one on. Do they have their shit on yet? Oh, bismillah. Oh my god, Lewin, thank you so much for the sub. I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, and your ad-free viewing. Welcome, welcome in. I'm very happy to have you. Very emo to have you, truly. I'm so glad you enjoyed the soul leveling and free run ones. Oh my god. I recently found my videos being used in like mashup stuff. And somebody said I don't react at all to solo leveling. And I'm like, that's because I use timer reactions now. I don't use, like, I pause the video now, you know? So like, you shouldn't be putting me in mashups, ever. Very bad idea. It won't work. It won't work at all. Thank you for being here. Right back up from now. Okay, no worries. Let me just go to the velvet room just really quick. Homegirl. Thanks for the holy shit.
To it.
How may I assist you?
Are you accepting a request? Oh my. You have my
There you go. Female winter garb.
Wonderful.
Bring me a muscle drink. Here you go.
You have my
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. I will await a report of
Okay, there's a lot of shit. That's
By
new.
all means. By all means. Oh, yes.
Blah blah blah.
Come to By all means. Oh, yes. I will await a report of Oh, by all means.
Okay, nothing has a deadline except these two. Okay. Bring the item that Elizabeth is asking for. Okay. Hand over the drinks.
I shall be waiting then. Very well.
Wait a second. It's fun because you usually guess right what will happen. Really? Really? Shut the fuck up. That makes me feel so good. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I want a fuse personas, please. I
Register
wouldn't level. Am I still level 18 only? Oh, fuck me.
Now then.
What kind of persona?
Yeah, I'm nowhere near close enough for this.
This persona is powerful. This power might be too much for you.
I need to level up. Okay, I need to go to Tartarus more often.
Finished?
Yeah, I need to go to Tartarus more often. This is not good. This is not good. Guys, by the way, we are very close to hitting a sub points situation. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Actually, no, I don't want to infiltrate Tartarus. I want to go to a specific floor. What did I do? What did I do that for?
Yes.
Take me, queen.
Looks like we're here.
Bismillah. Scared the shit out of me, Prey. I mean, Ral. Not the 9 months. Ral, you're with child. Ral, you are with child. Not the hype tree. You are with child, Ral. Thank you so much for the 9 months and birthing our baby. Thank you for birthing our fucking child. We have a child, Ral. What are you naming it? I specifically think we should call it abortion. Rio, welcome in, Habibi. Can we get a shout out for Rio, please? What's it called? And thank you guys so much for the hype train. Yes, I'm here.
Are you picking up any shadows?
It looks like there's
Yai.
Ay. I love you, Shania. I love you so much. Thank you for the tier 2 for 31 months. Can we please get a shout out for Shania? If my mods are here, please can we get a massive shout out for Shania? Also, I love you. Why abortion? Because I don't want a baby with him. Hi, Triper baby. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for the hype train again. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. By the way, I know I've said this before, but the Go XLR literally crashed this morning. If anybody can or wants to, please contribute to this XLR Rodecaster Pro. I really actually severely need it for work and streaming. I would appreciate it greatly if you have the means. Of course, don't feel pressured if you can't. Totally chill and fine and chill. But thank you guys again for these subs. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you so much, Ral.
All right, let's head over there and feel things out.
Hope you enjoy your emotes. Hi, Wackatron. Hi, Wackatron. It's been a while since I felt this kind of tension. Think you can keep up after this time? Hey, don't underestimate her. What was that? Triper!
You the best. Watching slope.
That was the last drop, my 13th reason. I love you, Triper. I hope you're enjoying skiing. You've got this. You've got this. You've got this. Thank you so much for the 7 months at tier 3, Triper. Your contributions have been very, very... I'm just very thankful. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful. I'm worn out. Triper, make sure you wear sunscreen. A lot of people forget that you're supposed to wear sunscreen when you go skiing, but the sun reflects off the snow so hard. Wear sunscreen, bro.
Roger that. I'm always ready.
Thank you so much.
Leader, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Promotion.
Let's
You too late. No, wear sunscreen. It doesn't matter. Still wear it.
Careful.
Wait, tactics? No.
I don't know their weaknesses yet. Can you test something
What's the
out?
plan here? Yes. I'm far more in my element here.
Oh, Jazzy, really?
Let me show you that I haven't lost my touch.
Let's go. That's the layout.
Yes,
Oh,
only 2
oh.
left.
One enemy defeated.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
She's unhinged. I'm a ginger. Did you know that gingers have to use more anesthetics?
This will do the trick.
Apparently, if you dye your hair and you're a ginger, you have to tell your anesthesiologist when you're getting surgery that you're a natural ginger because you usually have to take double the anesthetics. Isn't that interesting? But Jazzy, I hope you enjoy the upload. It's so weird hearing you guys say like, oh, I'm watching your YouTube. Oh, it's so nice.
Now,
it makes me quite emo. She's already medium rare. Not the medium rare.
C'est magnifique.
C'est magnifique. I'm not watching. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Whack. Thanks, baby.
Looks like everything went well.
FUUKA, you were amazing. Great job. Thank you, Yukari-chan. I still sense some enemies nearby. Keep an eye out if you decide to engage them.
Luan, eventually they'll come back and I'll definitely be reacting to them, so don't you worry. I'll be right there.
Oh, we're engaging them, all right.
Chesticles. A snuff soul. What a funny word. Snuff. What does snuff mean? I think I've heard it when people say snuff film or whatever. I don't know what that means though. I think it's something bad though. I don't know what that means.
Be careful. This will do the trick. How about this?
Nice.
I've heard the term before. I just don't know what that means though. So.
Need sucky sucky now, mommy.
That's it. Enemy down.
Mommy's milk.
Cheer 1000, I gotta go, but I'll MFC you at the watch party. A20 kick some demon boot take Faroh her 7.
It'll take a little more time.
Oh, Luan, we have really unhinged bit alerts in this stream. Like severely unhinged. Like all of our alerts are fucking off. Like they're fucking weird. But thank you so much for the 1,000 fucking bits. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bedla, I'll see you at the watch party tonight. What the fuck? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll cry. I almost peed myself because I really need to pee and like a little pee came out.
I'll show you.
Bedla, thank you so much. I thought I was the villain. It was the villain. No, it definitely wasn't. And Peter, welcome and thank you for the follow. Hell, go piss. I think I might actually need to go pee pee. I need to go pee pee.
What to do?
Come.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm in the middle of battle.
Nice one, leader.
You know, I'm in the middle of battle.
I'll go
So, I'll do it later. Yeah. Block? Go fuck yourself. No, I don't want to start over though. I'm dedicated to the craft. They really need to stop blocking. It's actually kind of disrespectful. Whack, I 100% think they just whip out their PPs. Remember, they can do that.
Executed.
Oh, she's so cool.
Crushing victory.
The way that she's just so cool. Okay, fine. I'll go pee. I'll go pee. I'll BRB. I'll go pee. My God. My God. Why must I be pressured to piss? Can a girl just not piss herself anymore? Faroh had to poop. I apologize. Faroh actually had to poop. My apologies to you all for my betrayal. My apologies for my betrayal. Thank you guys so much for the fucking hype train while I was pooping. My apologies. Guys, it's just like I stream in the morning. What do you expect of me? My bowels have not accustomed. We heard all the plunge from all... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the follow. From shitting yourself? Dude. Would it be my first time? Combat uniform seems to be working out. Hurt the back. Stop! It's the honesty for me. I'm glad that you enjoyed the honesty about our bowels from here. I'm really glad that you enjoy that part of our stream. Combat uniform seems to be working out, but what about that 3rd thing? Have you figured it out on your end? I'm sorry, it's still unclear. I'm picking something up during battle, though.
I see.
There's no pressure. Just continue your observation.
Oh, hello.
Hello. What? I just got a shout out from somebody. How do you know me? Hello. Guys, since you share, can I share my honesty? Depending on what it's about, per se. You know, we gotta be selective with what we share on a public platform. You know? Hi, Andrew. Welcome in, Habibi. Says Apple. Don't dry your iPhone in a bag. Well, that would make sense. Please defeat them before moving on. Do I fucking have to, bro? She's forcing me to do it? Hi, Song. Welcome in.
We see them. Let's take...
What does an apple know about... Exactly. What does an apple know about rice? God. Who are they to tell me what to do about rice? God, how do they know my carbs?
Now, here we come.
I will be honest. Okay. How we doing and how did we sleep? I slept so fucking well. I'm going to try going to the gym after streams versus in the beginning of my day.
All the ones on this floor have been defeated.
You're my favorite and I hope somehow... Oh, Rudy. I'm not going to TwitchCon this year. I'm not going, baby.
Let's keep going.
I've saved a pair of... No way you did. No way. The firm said people should instead gently tap out the liquid with the foam connecting face down, then leave it to dry. That makes sense. Yeah, save your money, Rudy. Don't. Just save your money for you. Head for the stairs. We're all besties in here, Rudy. We're already all besties.
I'm sensing something on the floor above us.
Something strange.
Some kind of powerful shadow.
No, it's...
Hi, Cora. I love
the distortion I felt earlier.
Roger. Let's move carefully and assess the situation.
I love you, Cora. The who tells her weight? Yeah, agreed. 100%.
大丈夫でしょ。だって君弱いもん。
Hi, Gaming Morning Show. Hi. If any of my mods here, can we please get a shout out for Gaming Morning Show, please? Hi, y'all. Well, is that why I got a shout out? I was like, what the fuck? That's so random. But hi, y'all. Welcome in. If you guys don't know me, I'm Fleur. I'm a full-time content creator and streamer. We're currently playing Persona 3 Reload, a new game that, well, honestly, I've never played a Persona game before, like, properly. So I'm just, like, really excited to, like, really dive into the lore and more about it. But yeah, I'm just excited. We are a morning radio show that plays games. Today is National Sticky Bun Day. Sticky Bun? What's the top morning pastry? Croissants? Not the alert not going off. God damn it. But thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you. Lady Karen Gale, welcome in. My favorite morning pastry, honestly, definitely croissants. Hope your day is going well. You're a follower in love. Oh, we love Amber here, but welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you are well. I hope your day is going great. If you guys need to go raid and run, please feel free to do so. Go rest up. Go take care of yourself first and foremost. But we're going to be here for a fucking while, so don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Purr. If you say croissant 3 times, Cav gets summoned. Oh my god, imagine she actually comes in right now. That'd actually freak out. Wait, 1 sec. You know what's funny is because I'm very like, what's it called? Me and Cav are very, very fucking similar in terms of vibes. I played the first version of this. I hope you enjoyed this one. Changed the persona. Really? I'm so excited. I heard that the other one had some fine tuning to go to. So this one's really good apparently. I'm a big fan of all of breakfast page. Honestly, I will give you that. I'm usually not a fan of sweets hefty, but I do fucking fuck heavy with like pastries. Fuck yeah. You give me a croissant, I'm fucking good. I'm fucking good. I am set for the fucking day. I fucking love croissants. I also have a thing for millefeuille, which I think English people call Napoleons, but they're fucking delicious.
Why is it all dark? Where did everyone go?
Up my ass.
Please, everybody, just stay calm.
No.
So they separated us by force.
They separated us?
There's danger lurking in this darkness. We need to regroup as soon as possible. Yamagishi, can you guide us?
Yes, sir. Also, make sure to go follow Cora if you haven't already, guys. Cora is one of our mods, but also a valued member of the Gremlin Grove and one of my best friends. Like, I literally love Cora. Cora's amazing. Super, super, super cozy streamer who's just the sweetest baby ever. So please go check out Cora if you haven't already. Please, please, please. Thank you.
FUUKA, where should I go if I want to... Huh?
Oh my god. Oh my god! Talking about...
Leader, you're here.
Yeah. What the fuck? No worries, Cora. I'm so proud of you for doing your runs, by the way. You've been fucking doing amazing.
Not again.
You're doing fucking amazing.
Everyone's always
Cav!
me.
No way we summoned you.
I'm getting hurt because of it.
No, talking about you're amazing.
What am I even doing?
Yukari-chan.
Talking about no, you're amazing.
FUUKA, I need you to back me up. I'll hold this thing off until everyone else gets here. Focus. Hit. One more.
You're doing amazing. Cav, I love you so much. If you guys don't know Cav, go follow them right fucking now.
Is this? Yukari-chan, load the cartridge into your evoker.
What?
I know. Now's the time.
You got this, Cora. You got this. When emotions run high in battle, you and your party members will be able to activate. So I just gotta be emotionally triggered all the time. Say less. My PTSD is ready. Let's fucking go.
Over here. Watch this.
That is so OP. We love you, Cora. We love you, Cav. I love you. Mwah. All the kisses. All the kisses in the fucking bussy. Jikan, are you okay?
Sorry. It was all my fault.
No, it's not.
Thanks. But you shouldn't be so reckless.
Oh, okay. Fuck us then.
Takeba, leader.
Looks like you both are okay.
Sorry I worried everyone.
No, you're good.
It's all right. You did well in handling an unexpected situation.
No, you did fantastic even.
Maybe we should consider starting over. Let's head back to the entrance for now.
No. I'm the leader. Why?
Good work out there, team.
I'm sorry. I should have been able to navigate better.
No, you did great.
I agree. I'm convinced that you're the one we need on support.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, FUUKA.
I didn't do anything. It was all you, Yukari-chan.
That special attack sure was cool though, Yuka-tan. How'd you do it?
She got triggered.
How? I just focused really hard and thought to myself, I have to do whatever it takes. And while I was thinking that, I kind of felt something surging inside me.
She had to go to the pooper.
The chairman did say the cartridge would synchronize with our emotions.
She had to go to the shitter. I feel it in my bones. And my ass.
I'm still not entirely sure how it works. From what I could tell, it reacted to Yukari-chan's strong emotions.
So this weapon gives the user strength beyond their limits when their emotions are heightened?
Apparently.
I don't really get it. But basically, if we're fired up enough, we can really pop off, right?
And thanks to you, Yukari-chan, we have a good idea of how it works. From now on, I should be able to tell when someone can use theirs.
Oh, okay. It's all thanks to Yukari.
I didn't do much.
You did a lot.
I'll do more research into how the syncing with emotions
I hate how they
works
all
later.
talk down about
Everyone
themselves.
has
It
different
makes me
feelings when
annoyed.
they're fighting. So the timing on when they can use these will probably be different too.
We can't overwork our leader, and we've got some time until the next full moon.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about the change with the floors though. What if something like that happens again?
It's okay.
Yes. If something has changed in the tower, we'll need to be extra careful when exploring from now on. In any case, we may have had some problems, but we learned a lot today.
Yes.
Not only did we get to test our new lineup and equipment, but we also got to see that we're all improving at a remarkable pace.
So true, Queen.
Aw, Kirijo-senpai! Quit buttering me up. Just leave everything to Junpei Iori, the soon-to-be MVP.
My God, Junpei.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one to say this, but you literally didn't do anything today.
Yes, Takiba. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Humble him. Humble this man's. Please. God. No, we should be playing the game once.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking.
Oh, hi.
I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off
okay.
is now open.
We can finally go exploring?
To inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Thanks, Queen. Wait, do I have to go now? What, are you gonna force me? This man just sits on his bed thinking about his life problems. That's so funny. No, I'm not free. Can I move or? Maybe I should go check on them. Okay, we can do that. Fine. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Maya because we haven't done that in a very long time. No, we haven't done that in a very long time. I think it's important. Even though she's really annoying. This is me playing Minecraft every day. Mind your own biz. I'll be substituting for Kirijo-senpai as your navigator from now on. Please let me know if you want to go to Tartarus. I'll do my best. Oh, pure baby. We're going to Tartarus, though, for real. Mind your own biz. You want to go dance. So mind your own biz. I am, in fact, minding my own biz. Okay, we're gonna go to Tartarus for sure. We're going to fucking Tartarus. I wanna fight some hoes. I'm gonna fight some hoes. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Multiple major arcana cards have been added to shuffle time. Oh. Why is that? Time to go.
Thanks to Yamagishi, just so we have... And don't forget, I'll leave it up to you to decide.
I'll do everything. Later.
Wait, how do I want you to come. I don't want Junpei to go.
Oh. Oh.
He's coming with me, right? Yeah. Yeah, fuck Junpei right now, bro. We're not dealing with that right now.
Leader.
I'd like to share something I found out about 3G. 3G can't be used just any time. The user has to react to an emotional peak first. In other words, 3G can only be used after enough power has built up. Also, how somebody builds up this power is different depending on the person. For Kirijo-senpai, it's when she inflicts status ailments on an enemy, but for Yukari-chan, it's when she heals someone. Try out different things and see what works for different teammates. 3G is very powerful. We'll definitely want to use it as much as we can.
All right.
Wait, let me just read that again. Oh, never mind. Time to go upstairs and beat some hoes with my 3G.
Are you watching your health and stamina? Remember not to push yourself too hard.
It's okay, baby. We're fine.
Uh-huh.
Let's just see. Everybody's fine. We can get past it now. Here it is. Please watch out. I just need to tell them that I can see a velvet room. I can talk to a bitch called Elizabeth. And I can see Doofenshmirtz live in action. And also there's a random mysterious fucking child that goes by the name of Ferris.
All right.
Like, hello? Can we please talk about it? Like, hello?
Thank you. Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Let's fucking go. What are we getting? Bulletproof vest.
Nicely done.
Oh, yeah, sure. Where'd the fucker go?
Mitsuru's persona was always more geared for combat. Don't be afraid to have her on the front lines.
No worries.
You don't need to go easy on me. I'll try not to disappoint.
She's so cool.
There's a shadow.
She's so cool. Like, what a bad bitch.
I'll show no mercy.
Nice. Now's your chance.
She's so cracked, bro.
There's no strength. Executed.
She's such a bad bitch. It's actually not normal.
Perfect coordination.
We did nothing. We did literally nothing. The aim right now is to get some XP because we are very shit in that regard. Like, I can't fuse a lot of personas because of how low leveled I am, which I don't like at all. Oh, there's more. Okay.
Climb the stairs. Wanna climb up?
No, not right now. I'm trying to fight all the fuckers.
This floor has been fully explored now. Good work, everyone.
Thanks,
Understood.
Queen.
In that case, let's move on.
Let's go. I'm surprised we didn't get a different theme for the floors since we unlocked a new area. Interesting.
That teleporter can take us to the entrance. Try to
No,
remember
thanks.
where it is.
It seems like the total...
Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
Incoming attack! There's two of them! You dodged it! How about her, leader?
Let's go.
Nice.
She should be the leader at this point. Teaching class done. Oh, let's go, Hito. What do you teach? That's so interesting. I never knew you teached. Hi, Ninja. How are you? How are you? Shout out to Ninja. What's up? Okay, let's get the major arcana. Oh, it's a different one. Sorry. Different arcana.
Perfect coordination.
Hi, hi. Cav, you know you're using the card emote and not the high emote, right? You're using the swipe emote, not the high emote. Oh shit, really? That's fucking awesome, Hito. Okay, say less. You're helping me with all my IT issues from now on.
Do the same thing for our next fight.
Well. Cav said swipe your card.
Is that treasure?
the enemies. Protect so here. We got the upper hand.
He really said hit him hard and fast. I said, Ninja, give me your money. It's so true. Guys, Cav is robbing Ninja right as we are live. Amazing. Can I hit them now or?
Dodge the attack. Nice one. Her leader took one out.
Come on, guys, we got this. This should be a lot easier than we're making it.
Won that one fair and square.
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
Treasure! Amethyst? Okay, didn't know this was fucking Minecraft.
Found the stairs. Wanna head up?
No, we didn't discover anything. We didn't fully explore the floor, did we? It looks like we did, though. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I think we have, actually. These fuckers!
Great.
I won't miss my.
What are those? Oh, let's go, fucking queen. Hi, Olaf. Welcome in. I can use Sturgy? Oh, I can't. Okay. What's up?
What to do? Not that. Who's next?
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Let's try Aggie. Oh, it did jack shit. Okay, fantastic. They should be dead by now. Oh, let's fucking... Okay, so they're weak to electricity. Okay, got it. Oh, that attack. My god, they're so skilled.
Doesn't look like we'll be needing a 10 count.
Oh, let's fucking go. We're trying to level
That
up.
was excellent leadership. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Key.
I think I've finally gotten used to the atmosphere here.
Yes! Yes! Finally!
A rare enemy. It'd be great if we could
Please,
defeat it.
please, can we beat it? Please, for the love of God. No, it misses everything. No, 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 no. I hate this thing.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Please.
I'll go with.
Actually, please. I beg you. Like, I fucking beg you. It's so shit. It's so shit.
Please don't dodge it.
Oh, thank God it waited. I get so scared.
Not bad.
It misses everything.
What to do?
Let's try this. Let's give it. Let's debuff it. Fuck!
I won't lose.
I hate this hand. I hate this hand. I don't know how to kick its ass. No!
The enemy escaped. Looks like the fight's over.
I'm about to lose my shit. I am about to lose my McFucking shit.
That was a good workout.
There's a treasure chest.
Dude, I've only been able to catch one of them.
A shadow.
Like, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of this.
All right, let's do this.
Like, what in the scam? Hi, Willie. Welcome in. What's up, Habibi?
You hit a weakness. Great work as always, Kirijo-senpai.
Did something happen? Oh, no. It's just that we're very, like, mental health friendly in this bitch. And sometimes, you know, most of us have to take meds. And it's important to take our meds. That's all. Nothing happened. Hi, Jade. Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Jade, please? Hi, Jade. I hope you're well. My eyes.
Last one. Enemy defeated. You're doing great, Yukari-chan.
Let's fucking go.
That's what I like to see.
No shadows detected.
Alright, let's get moving.
No more shadows detected on the floor.
Found the stairs.
So many friends. I will cry and hurl.
Powerful enemy spotted.
Okay. Okay, full analysis it is. Furuka's third G gauge is maxed. Press to activate her third G. Okay. Interesting. What's up, bitch?
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's go. We've got this. We're strong as fuck. Alright, thank you for giving me a coin. Oh, she's using it immediately? Très bien.
My G. I think I can use it now.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me. Oh, fuck up. Fuck it up, bitch. Are you kidding me?
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
So it takes her time? Like, how many turns does it take her exactly? Fuck, bitch. No. Okay, I'm gonna kill that angel bitch very quickly.
My head is spinning.
Gonna use an item.
Why did she throw away money? Oh, because she's confused. Got it.
Nice reflex.
Because she's confused, she decided to throw away some money. Understood.
Good work.
When I'm confused, I also throw away money. Interesting process there.
It's over.
Let's wrap this up.
Sonata Window has defeated 2 enemies. Electricity's useless here. Keep that in mind.
Okay, so they prefer the dark thingy? I don't know if I... Oh, I have it. Mudo. Yes, bitch!
All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Oh my god, that was fucking sick. That was fucking sick. Oberon created Soul Seed Driblet.
Looks like I'm getting even stronger.
Let's fucking go! Hi, Grand Baby, welcome in. I can't let my guard down, especially not around those gates. I keep dropping shit. Okay, let me just fix it. I keep dropping shit on the floor. It's very annoying. My lecture is on peeing, so I'm gonna be occupied with this. Shut the fuck up. You're learning about the kidneys then? Honestly, I know this is so dumb, but that was my actually, like, that was my favorite part. That was my favorite section of biology in class, was learning about, like, the piss system in the kidneys. It was actually really interesting. Ain't no way I did. Did I actually? Yeah, you did. You literally did. Great trophy earned. Yeah, we did. We earned a trophy. I've never seen you with your guard down, though. Not even in the dorm. When we're up late on a mission, I've never seen you yawn, much less doze off. Then the next day, you're all dressed up and drinking black tea before heading to school 15 minutes later. You're sure observant.
That's...
Not really. When you live in the same dorm, you start to pick some things up.
No.
No, literally peeing. Oh, like not the. Oh. Okay. Well, it's all second nature. Besides, wouldn't you find it offensive if I were to take it easy? After all, I'm the one asking you all to attempt the impossible when taking part in these club activities. Huh? Asking us, huh? What's the matter? Does she not feel like she has a choice? I think she feels like she's trapped. We don't die to toxins? I think so. It's to flush out toxins in our body.
Signals of stronger shadows. I'll let you know when I pinpoint their location.
Thanks.
You hated the kidney? I actually loved that part of the... What? Trapped in the... No. I think she feels like she's being forced to do this too much.
Not bad.
Because she was talking about the fact that FUUKA also had to do the same thing. Like she was being forced. Like she wasn't really given a choice, you know?
Okay, let's head out.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
Concentration of blood, pH of blood, literally how acidic. Wow.
Go for it.
Interesting. Oh, fuck. Fuck it up, dude. Yes, Arcana, finally. That was a very odd noise.
Like we'll be needing a 10 count.
What the fuck was that?
That certainly went well.
As expected.
Let's fucking go. Who farted? The game, so. Also not to keep talking about bio, but our bladders have a gag. Wait, no, explain what that means. What is a gag layer? No, please do talk about bio. I'm interested. No, talk about. Sanada's Persona's feet are so small.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata Senpai. Your leader took one out.
Nice.
Enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Bladder arrived in Gag City. Gag me, king. Fine. Let's go.
This will make me more effective in battle. All right, let's be on our way.
Bufula sounds so funny because it reminds me of Bufala, like cheese. Malachite. Isn't that a stone?
Excellent. Looks like we can...
So the bladder is lined with cells, and protecting these cells on the inside is a barrier called the glycosamino glycan layer, which is long, so we call it the gag layer. I love that for us. It does keep a bitch gagged, you know? It does keep a bitch gagged, you know?
We have the chance to hit first.
Get him.
Good work.
What did you just call me? Who gagged up on a Wednesday night? I be gagging bitches 24/7, you know? I'm so cringe. Damn, Lynn. Okay, but he's like really weak.
Does it look like we'll be needing a 10 count?
Do you want to send someone out to scout ahead? Yes.
Considering how quiet and spacious this place is, it might be a decent training spot. If it weren't so unsettling.
We could head back, but it's your call.
No, I'm okay, thank you. Might walk from my house to the bar, but a 45-minute walk from the bar to my house, the difference is staggering. Stop it.
Hello.
Stop it. But it's a good use. Oh, a homunculus.
Oh.
Brings us to the 50th floor, but we still have a long ways to go.
Treasure chest.
Okay. Look, treasure. Not treasure.
Tartarus.
A Garula gem. I don't know what these are for. Do I just sell those? Like, am I supposed to sell these gems, you guys? Does anybody fucking know? Finger gun emojis. Stop. Stop!
A shadow.
Another day on the job.
Am I fighting the Bible? Oh!
Straight through.
Let's go.
Sonata-senpai knocked the enemy down.
Oh, let's fucking go.
I'll go with.
Do I know what they're weak to? I don't. Let's try. I forgot. Have you played Persona 5? I started it, but I didn't do it. I only played it for 5 hours. So technically no.
One enemy eliminated.
I plan to finish it though.
All enemies defeated.
Attack boost extended. How about you attack first? Then we can boost it.
Now then, let's get back to work. Careful, the enemy's nearby.
Nice.
The enemy's.
Now's your chance.
Did y'all see that? She single-handedly took them all down. What in the actual fuck?
Executed.
What in the actual fuck? A witch! Hang her! Strong. Strong is an understatement, Jesus Christ.
Excellent leadership.
Leadership my ass. I did nothing. What? Leadership my fucking asshole.
I think we've...
Burn her at the stake. Aguilau. Can I just say, guys, I'm really enjoying spending time with you. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys are the best.
All right, let's continue exploring.
Not to be corny, but to be corny. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys are the best community
That's
ever.
a one-way teleporter, but there's no need to head back yet.
You've probably already noticed this. Those shadows wandering around will always appear.
Let's pace ourselves so we don't get burnt out, especially at a critical moment.
No, you're the best.
There's a treasure chest.
Just saying. I just felt emo and I had to say it. Also, can I just say, by the way, that my comfort and like the length of my stream is so dependent on my sitting comfort. And I am so comfortable right now, like having my legs up like this. Because I didn't like the game, no, because I was honestly, I was going through some shit and I wasn't streaming regularly. That's the reason. But when I came back, I finished God of War and now I'm playing this game and I'm hoping to finish this one too. Dude, we are so unneeded. I get game fatigues. I get that for Stardew. Trophy making a dream work. Okay.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Wait, I wanted to see the trophies. Thank you for the hydrate, Gojo. Yeah. Can you guys hear me like swallowing the water? That'd be so weird.
A shadow.
Can you hear me breathing heavy? If I ever breathe heavy, that'd be so funny.
Hit him hard and fast.
Hit him hard and fast, he says. Sus. Inflicted with... Oh, she charmed him? Okay. I didn't know if you would like... If I would like it? Oh, Mew, no. I think if you've liked this game so far, it's very similar. I would say get it if you like it. If you like this.
You struck a weakness.
But so far, I'm liking this one more. I'm liking this one a lot more.
What to do?
It was supposed to be weak to it. The fuck? Did he just increase my attack? What a fucking idiot. It's because he's charmed, he's hyping us up. What an idiot. Go, go, go.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata-senpai.
Oh.
They've been shocked. They're wide open.
I'll go with... not that. Or so.
Oh, Mew, you can play it on the... Habibi, you can play it on the PC, baby. It's on the PC, Mew. What are you talking about, Queen?
Not bad.
It's not just on the PlayStation. God of War is only on the PlayStation.
My Theurgy. I think I can use it now.
That's fine. I don't need your Theurgy right now. I can need it maybe another time.
Focus. All enemies defeated. Good
Fucking
work
go.
out there.
I haven't gotten one major arcana. What the fuck is happening? I've only gotten one. Like, actually.
All right, let's get moving.
Final Fantasy VII. See, I don't know enough about Final Fantasy, so I don't know which one I'm supposed to start with.
Excellent.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just don't understand how I'm supposed to start that one.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Does that make sense? I just don't know where to start. So if anybody knows, let me know.
Kirito-senpai, that weapon of yours is so you.
What exactly do you mean by that? I
This
suppose I
Amazon
ought to take it as a
will
compliment.
Nat, thank you so much for the sub.
God forgive you?
Oh, God forgive you? Nat, thank you so much for subbing with your Prime. What the heck?
Follow my lead.
Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're well. I hope you enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, and your ad for viewing, my love. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being here. There's a lot of options. Everyone is separate for the most part. Really? Okay. I just don't know which one to start with, though. That's what I'm saying, you know?
I'll go with...
Want to Final Fantasy, but I am like actually no, but seriously. No, what the fuck? You've got this, Nobara. I feel like Takiba's gonna leave us at one point. I think she feels like she's been forced into this versus given a choice to do it. You know? This fucker's strong.
This doesn't look good.
Mother of God.
Thank goodness.
Do this. Yes, for my friends.
Aw, she's so sweet.
Much obliged.
Wind is the way to go. I see. So this is what we're up against.
Wind. I don't know if I have any fucking wind. I don't have any fucking wind. Fuck. So what do I do?
Not that.
Wait, what was it? What was it? Okay, I can maybe do ice though. Wait, what was it? Sorry, what?
Already scanned this one.
Okay, sorry.
What to do?
Branch exploration stop. Can we check out? Can we please shout out to Babe, please? We love you. Thank you. Hi, Babe, Habibi. I hope you're well, dude. But I'm overwhelmed. No, because literally, same. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to understand Final Fantasy. I just don't understand. I do like the MMORPG of it all, though.
This. Multiple team members are out of commission. They can't be. Kirito-senpai! Huh? Leader, say something, please!
I hope you're doing well. I am doing well, babe, Habibi Anna. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, can we hurry up? Let's just redo this, okay? Lame! Lame! We just out here fucking dying? God damn. Come on, Queen. No, we're going back. What the fuck?
I'll leave it.
I'll do it.
This is ass.
Leader.
Do I have to redo everything? Is this a sick joke?
All right, let's get started.
No way I have to redo everything. Do I seriously?
Are you watching your health and stamina? Remember not to push yourself.
She's saying the same shit.
Uh-huh.
She's literally saying the same shit. Oh my god. No fucking way. Oh, that is some bullshit.
Okay.
That's, you know, that's like fucked up though. What the fuck? Can I not save right now?
Thank you. Oh, there's
I can't save. Ugh. What in the fucking bullshit? Fucking bullshit. Just open the fucking shit, my god. But I've already defeated all the enemies, so what's the point? Oh, this is some legitimate fucking bullshit.
There's a shadow.
No, fuck you. Take a teleporter? I don't know how to take a teleporter.
the analysis.
Pretty good hit.
No, but if you take a teleporter though, Bae, like, I can't go back up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a two-way teleporter, which is fucking annoying.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata-senpai.
It's not a two-way teleporter.
Our leader. That about does it. Peasy. No shadows detected.
Now then, let's get back to work.
That is some fucking bullshit, dude.
Shadow up ahead.
Preparing to analyze.
Oh, really? I don't understand that. Okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Sonata-senpai's been knocked down. Are you okay?
Okay, I'll do that then.
Nice reflexes, Yukari-chan.
What?
What to do?
One enemy eliminated.
Right back to where you were, avoiding shadows. Yeah, I guess.
Amazing.
Get ready.
I guess. That's my first time dying in Tartarus, so that's some bullshit. I'm trying to level up right now.
That was excellent leadership.
Thanks, Gorley.
Let's keep going.
Oh my god, Bae, because I would do the same thing. I would dip so fast. It's not even funny.
There's a treasure.
I would dip so fast. You would never see me on that game again. Oh my god. That's why I don't know how anybody fucking plays Elden Ring. I don't fucking get it.
Here's hoping the next floors will be smaller. That way, we'll progress even faster.
Excellent. Looks like we...
Maybe I'll be able to catch this fuckwad.
Great.
I still don't know how to catch them. I don't get it. No matter what, they just fuck off. Like, I don't... Like, what did they expect me to do?
Yamagishi is a significant boon to our team. Information is essential while exploring.
I'm just glad to be of assistance. I won't let you down.
Auto recover? I don't know what that means.
Take it down if you can.
What is auto recover?
That's it. Enemy down.
What is auto recover?
Struck a weakness.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you mean, oh, that's what, oh, you mean heal him. Sorry, my bad. I completely misunderstood what the fuck was going on there.
Let's wrap this up.
Enemy eliminated.
I can't catch this hand, dude.
Senpai.
What to do? For so.
It misses every time.
I won't lose.
I literally hate this hand.
That's a win for the team.
Is it a win?
Good job, everyone.
Is it a win, bro?
Whew.
The floors are different this time, though.
That teleporter can take us to the entrance.
Okay. Hey, okay.
We're doing well. Let's keep up the pace.
So it just puts me back on the same floor. Interesting. What was that? Was it glitch? These same fuckwads, man.
Keep it up, everyone.
Your mom's a bitch.
Don't hold One back. Enemy defeated. Good going, Kirito-senpai. You've been knocked down. Thank goodness. Now it's time for a counterattack.
What the hell's going on?
Nice.
That's a win for the team.
It's over.
Good job, everyone.
Do I have a backseating rule? I don't really have a backseat rule for Persona 3 right now. To be honest, because I just don't... I don't know much. But, you know, usually if I'm asking a question on lore, I'll tell you guys. And I'll say, like, feel free to answer. But yeah.
There's a shadow.
Me don't care.
There's a shadow.
Ew, I don't like those sounds, TBH. Where are the stairs?
Treasure?
Dude, where are the stairs, please?
We heading up these stairs?
Yes. Fantastic. Yep, we're fine, we're fine. Let's fucking go. No, don't worry, Bizarre. It's not about you.
All right. 3 enemies. Be careful.
We got this. Don't worry.
Go for it.
Cracked.
Too slow.
My Theurgy. I think I can use it now.
Let's go. I hate the fucking fact that I have to redo this. This is so annoying to me.
One. Be on your guard.
What to do?
Let's try Zio.
Come.
Oh, fuck you. Literally, fuck you. This is ass.
You can hit me? Nice reflexes, Yukari-chan.
You think you can hit me? Okay, let's debuff this fucker.
I won't lose.
Let's go, Queen. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Senador. happens if they're enraged? Like, what the fuck does that do, by the way? You're shit. You're shit. Your mom is shit. Your dad is shit.
We're not out of this yet.
One enemy defeated. So good going, Kirijo-senpai.
Last one.
Kill all these hoes.
One enemy eliminated.
Girly?
Should I scan on this enemy?
Yes.
Analysis complete.
Okay, he likes...
That's a win for the team.
It's over.
Good job, everyone.
Get fucked. Finally, leveled up. Okay. Not like we were this level when we died. Not like we were already this fucking level!
A new skill. Gonna have to try it out.
We've already went through this, okay? I'm not doing this right now. We've done this. I'm so angry that I died. I'm actually so livid.
I'm picking up some signals of stronger shadows. I'll let you know when I pinpoint their
location. Boxing shoes for him. Yes, go ahead. You can take them. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not mad. You're fucking mad.
Keep your eyes. Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
As expected, my abilities are much better suited for the front.
Yes, we know. Ow, my eyes. Wait, something is in my eyes. It's funny seeing you this worked up. Evil, you are evil. Ow, my eyes. Okay.
Oh, stairs.
Oh,
Let's
there's
go.
the treasure chest.
Wait, I want the treasure, sorry.
There are so many.
I'm glad at least some of us are having fucking fun watching me get fucking angry. God fucking damn it.
Shadow spotted.
Fuck the shadow and fuck their moms and fuck their dads and fuck their uncles and their sisters and their brothers.
So this is where
Nobody
the stairs-
cares.
Oh.
Yep, we're at the 50th floor. Yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. This fucking 50th fucking shit floor.
Tartarus, also known as the deep abyss of the underworld. What secrets lie here, nobody knows.
How fitting. Because I'm gonna make this place a living hell for the shadows.
Ha, Sugma.
It's dangerous.
I swear to God, this fucker, if he touches me, I'm gonna lose my shit. This is the fucker that killed us, right? He was just a random fucker, too. Like, that's some bullshit, actually. I'm fine. Yeah, I know.
I'm still setting up.
Oh my God, get it together.
A little more time.
I'm gonna make them afraid. Fuck me.
We're not gonna go easy.
She says as if we're not fucking shit. Please, just, I need it to die, like, now.
Not that.
Girly, can we analyze him now? Okay, thank God. Thank you.
Okay, here's what I found.
Thanks, baby.
What to do?
I need him to die. I'm stressed. Fucking die. Just please just die. Just die, please. Just please die. Like, I need him to die.
Go for it. Professor Leia.
Okay, he's charmed. So he's gonna try and heal us, right? Some bitch. Let's try Agi. Or Augie. Yeah, wind him up, baby. Yeah, he's weak to it. Okay, we're finally killing it this time. I don't like this fucker. He was strong as fuck. Oh, thank God. No, because he was so hardened for what?
We did it.
He was so hard, no? Like, am I tripping balls? Or was he just not really hard?
Salut.
Salut. Yeah, I'm counting on you, babes. Wait, where's the chest, though? Stand proud. You're strong. No! Where was that from again? I forgot. Oh my God, no. Don't Sakuna me right now. Don't Sakuna me right now. I am not... No. No, we're not doing that. Do not Sakuna me right now.
Hello.
Good, we've rendezvoused. I've already gone ahead and done some reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. Is it reconnaissance or reconnaissance?
Well. Let's keep up the pace.
Teleporter, sir?
We could head back, but it's your call.
Yep, it is definitely my call. It is my call. You're so right. It's crazy how she knows that like that. We were on floor 51 though.
Alright, let's get going.
She can take us to the same floor. That's fucking awesome. I didn't know she could do that. What the I would have teleported every single time before if I knew that.
I already noticed this, but those shadows wandering around will always appear.
Yeah.
We'll just have to pick and choose our battles. Though sometimes that's not always an option.
We heading up these stairs?
Next floor, please.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Okay. Let's go treasure. Antibiotic gel. Okay, We're all healed, right? Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
There's a chest. Wanna try opening?
So many chests, so little time. Why do we have so many chests for? Why are we so goated with chests? Shout out if you've got a chest. Shout out if you have a chest. Yeah, I got a couple chests. Love that for you.
Careful. The enemy's...
Two enemies.
Do it.
Is that extra, Emily? Stop.
Nice.
This is
Now's your chance.
Now's your chance.
There's no escape. Out of my sight.
Let's go. Money.
Magnifique.
C'est magnifique.
I've learned a new skill.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight. Is that treasure?
Yes. Wait, I can't remember who beat our ass. I don't think it was that person. That little fucking lion wheel fucker. I don't know who it was. My memory is trash.
Let's take him down.
There's a shadow. A shadow. What will you do?
Fuck! No way he managed to hit me. God damn it.
Oh no.
I'll be able to get the enemy soon.
Something Hogan? Hulk Hogan? That's what he looks like.
We're not out of this yet.
One enemy defeated.
He literally looks like Hulk Hogan, no? Hi, Millie. Can we get a shout out for Millie, please? Hi. Can we get a shout? Hi, Millie. I hope you're well, Habibi. Welcome in. He does look right. Hi, Habibi. Welcome in. Oh, Empress. That sound is so weird. Once again.
Like we'll be needing a 10.
Hi. How are you? I hope you're well.
For our next fight.
There's a strong enemy on the next floor. Be careful. All right, time to find a teleporter. Goddamn.
It's unfortunate the only way through all these narrow passages and staircases is on foot.
Yeah, right? Maybe we need a car. Or a motorcycle. For the first time in forever, so I can see my daytime streamer. Oh my god. Well, I love the fact that you're working from home. We gotta love that, honestly. I will never, ever shit on that. We love working from home. But I hope you're well, LB. I'm glad that you're doing well. You got this.
You hit a weakness.
I'll go
Great
with.
work as always, Kirito-senpai.
Lord Farquaad has hit a weakness. Let us, in fact, fucking go. Oh, we're so fucking sick. Look at us. Gotta go. Remember. No worries, baby. Good luck on your walk. Wishing you the best.
Excellent. Looks like we can head.
Auto recover. Okay, wait. Let me just. No. Fuck. Nice.
Powerful enemy spotted. Please.
Yes, I plan on taking it on. God bless me. Okay. Teleporter. Let me just save really quickly. I'm not doing all of this shit again. Okay? I have been burned once before. I have been burned, and I shall not be burned fucking again. Powerful enemy up ahead. Come here, bitches. They're so fucking creepy looking. Why is that guy just lounging around? My motherfucker's just waiting for somebody to hang. What in the hell?
One last touch.
That was shit. Never mind. I didn't mean to do that.
No.
What the fuck did that do?
Just for you.
Hello? Let's fucking go. She is so sick when she like does her shit.
And with this, you're finished.
Okay. Okay, slay me. I've done nothing. I am useless. I am of useless. I am of uselessness. Actually, useless.
This enemy? Okay, here's what I found.
I'll go with.
So only slash would work on this motherfucker.
Hold on. Help me.
Let's go, Queen. Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good and useful. I'm scared because she's so useful that like she'll be all like stressed out soon. Because she was like, oh no, I don't know if it's a choice, etc.
Energy. I think I can use it now.
Use it, Queen. Hi, Gatsby. Welcome in, Habibi. How are we?
No. Sonata-senpai's panicking.
Get fucked, bitch. That did nothing. I am so weak for this.
Down on my knees here.
Sonata-senpai's been knocked down. Are you okay?
Do not touch her. Work finally at 7 p.m. I'm starving. Oh no, it's 7 p.m. Okay, so what are we whipping up today? What are we whipping up today, huh?
This should help.
Much obliged.
Confused and she still manages to do something. Fucking iconic queen. Yellow Thai curry. Oh, gotta love it. What kind of rice? Are we making sticky rice? Get fucked.
Her leader took one out.
Can you not?
Someone do something.
I'm scared.
Thanks.
Come on, baby. Yes, ma'am. Sticky rice. Love that. We gotta love that. That sounds so good. I love Thai curry. Brandon hates Thai curry though, which fucking sucks for me because I fucking love it.
You'll pay for that.
Yes, go queen. Fucking own his ass. Get his ass. Get his ass. 7,000 XP? What the fuck? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Gatekeeper eliminated. No other shadow activity detected in the vicinity. Roger that. Seems like we'll be able to take a small breather here. I made sushi for lunch. Guess I'm having... Oh my god. I'm so fucking jealous. You sure look happy today, Mitsuru. Let me guess. You had a lot of stress pent up from being stuck as support this whole time?
Not that.
Not at all. I was just thinking about how Yamagishi sounded so dependable. Huh? I do? The connection is stable and you accurately predict Shadow's locations too. You're exactly what we need. Don't you think so, Tucci? She's a huge help.
No.
You're exaggerating. Right now, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. But I'll do my best to keep your expectations. Meet your expectations, sorry. Now that we're all rested, shall we keep going? Okay, I've got your back, so let's move out once everyone's ready. No, she's so good.
I think my visual field has expanded a little. Maybe I've gotten used to this.
Let's go, queen.
Not bad.
Why does every one of us, like, why does my character stand, like, so leaned back? What an odd position. Ooh. Wait, let me just check it's actually better, though. Like, I don't know if it allows me to do that. Oh, it is the best one. Okay. Oh, okay. So does it only offer me to, like, replace it if it's better? I fucking hope so. Imagine they're like, you want to change? It's actually a lot more shit.
Great.
I fucking hate those hands. I hate those hands. Let's go.
You're all so powerful.
Why are we all missing?
There we go.
Stay focused.
Fuck yeah.
Nice one, Sonata-senpai.
Weak bitch. Get fucked.
Easy. Good work out there.
Let's go. Just can't learn any more skills. Please choose one to forget. No. No, it's okay. I don't want that one anyways.
Went off without a hitch. Let's get going.
I don't really use those
Doesn't
ones.
it hurt to hit Chef?
Snuff soul. Oh, is that a strong foe?
Hey,
No, it's not.
Isn't that one?
This fucking dumb bitch hand. I am so sick of this bitch hand. I am so
Great if we can defeat
fucking
it.
sick of it. Everything we do fucking misses.
Sorry.
Come.
What to do?
Naga.
Can we just kill it, please?
Go for
Can we please kill it? We're so close. Please. Fucking please. Don't run away. Please 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 don't run away. Fuck! Fuck!
The enemy escaped. Looks like the fight's over.
All right.
Excellent. Looks like we could. We're doing well.
That was some actual fucking bullshit. Like, for realsies. That was some bullshit. For realsies. I am
Always be mindful
alarmed
of
and
your
depressed.
You never know when we'll encounter a powerful foe.
There's a chest.
Oh,
Three
no.
enemies.
Brace
They've
yourself.
taken the initiative.
Too slow.
Impressive footwork, Sonata-senpai.
Fuck it, let's go. What a sick combo. What a sick 3rd thing. What the fuck?
I've got
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Takiba's so good. Honestly, I can't help but just think she's fucking sick.
I'll go
You're doing
with.
great, Yukari-chan.
She's so cool. I wish we had like a skill that made us attack everybody at the same time. We don't have that though. That sucks.
You dodged it. Go for it. Leader is the layup.
Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked.
All enemies
We won.
defeated. Good work out there.
I wanted to gain XP. Let's fucking go.
A victory well earned.
Let's fucking go. Tartar sauce, tartar sauce. Tartar sauce! Yeah. I love me some tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Yeah. Okay.
Careful. The enemy's nearby. It's a treasure.
Don't touch me. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Love the username, of course. We have anonymous follows on, so you're just more comfortable, but welcome in.
I can't believe this.
Sensing high level? High level threat. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Large group of enemies? Oh, fuck me. I'm going to use my jamming skill. Support the party not only during camp, but also during exploration. She learns unique utility skills such as jamming, which renders you undetectable to foes. Huh. I'm not running low though. I'm fine. No, but I'm fine though. Like I do want to attack it though. Like girly, I think you're misunderstanding the situation. Oh, easy. 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 So it's weak to ice, yeah? What is that? That one's so cute. What the fuck? Get big fucked.
Here we go.
You're so weak and powerless. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Get fucked. Guys, honestly, these team members are fucking amazing. They're so good, honestly. I love having them all, like, they control themselves, like, act freely. I prefer that a lot more. Imagine you could play with other people. That'd be so fun. Sexy dance? Not at trying to seduce me right now. That's so funny.
What to do? This is it.
Getting seduced is fucking comical genius. It really said, let me seduce you, baby. Oh, shit. The Fool's Journey, a trophy. Which one is this? Obtain major arcanas during shuffle time 10 times. Okay.
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next.
I want to fight the other ones. This is a great time for XP, bro.
This would be a fight.
I'm detecting a surge of power.
I want the XP. This is fucking awesome. This is a great time.
Like fish in a barrel.
And them. And them.
Let's go.
I finished. Oh, I love that for you, Mew. I'm so glad that you're done with that experience.
What to do?
Jack.
You hit a weakness.
Wait, how come we couldn't do an all-out attack if it was down?
What is this?
Too late for you now.
Get fucked, bitch.
This is that was amazing. I'll slice you to pieces.
Better grab those teeth. I'll do this.
I won't lose.
Can we just kill it now? Like, what's the point of having to deal with this if we could just kill it? Like, you know when like you're too strong for an enemy? We shouldn't be doing this, you know?
You hit a weakness.
It's dead.
I'll show you.
You hit a weakness. Great work as always, Kirijo-senpai.
Let's go. Get fucked.
Completed. Good work out there.
How much XP? How much XP? How much XP? How much XP? 2 major arcanas? Are you serious? Let's fucking go. We are leveling the fuck up.
Went off without a hitch. Let's get going.
Okay, let's heal again. Okay, let's go to the next one. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna own you and your mom.
Nice.
The enemy's
Now's your chance.
Here we come.
go. No, not the sexy dance again. It worked on Senada? Shut the fuck up. Senada, get it together, bro. Get it together, bro. Not him actually healing it. I'll actually kick his ass. No, because he actually healed it. That's fucking comical genius. Baby, baby. Yeah. Baby, baby. Get fucking owned. Get fucking owned, Chode. If we die, I'll actually cry.
You're the best.
Hi, Queen. Can you heal us all, please?
Appreciate it.
W singing? That wasn't me singing. Thank you. I wasn't like properly singing, but I appreciate that. That's really sweet. Get owned. Get ready.
Now you've done it.
Yeah, come on, Queen. Own this bitch.
Nice.
This is our
Now's your chance.
I'll slice you to pieces.
Another all-out attack. We're so gassed right now. Look at us. Another major arcana. Oh my god, we're getting blessed right now.
Perfect coordination.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next.
I know she wanted us to lay low or whatever, but I didn't want to do that, so... It is what... Okay, but... Jam me up, baby.
That's one strong shadow. What's the plan?
We're getting jammed.
This floor has...
Best to stay on your toes here.
Let's go.
I'm reminded of how you can only hone your fighting instincts through actual experience.
Get fucked! Please, for the love of God, die. 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 Just please, for the love of God, die. All I ask for you is to die. Like, I just ask for one thing, and it's death. Like, I just want you to die. That's all I ask for. God, please die. No, don't miss. I demand you not missing. Like, I demand it so hard right now, it's, like, not funny. I demand it so hard. All I do is miss.
Go for it! Professor Leia!
Let's go!
Just please die, bro.
Not that. I'll go with...
I'm gonna try something else since I always miss with that one. Yes!
Does it? No shadows detected.
Finally. God, finally.
All right then, moving on.
Took me a while. I finally did it.
There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
Open it?
Shadow spotted. What's
Yeah, I
the
know.
plan?
I know. I'm just gonna avoid
There's
it.
a chest. Try opening it.
Ooh, money. Okay, let's go to the teleporter really quickly.
That teleporter can take us to the entrance.
Yep, we're saving. We are saving, my guy. We are saving so fast, it's not even funny. Yep, let's go. All we do is save in this house.
Hope we don't run into any creeps here.
I got in plenty of running while I was recuperating.
That's
I
good.
won't be caught off guard like that again.
You're lucky your injuries weren't worse. Try to be more careful next time.
Should we kill this one? Yeah, it's strong. Let's not.
That
I mean,
might
let's do it.
prove
Sorry.
to be
Sorry, I meant let's do it. And we've saved, so I'm not too upset.
I'm detecting a surge of power. Be careful.
Now,
Get McOwn.
like fish in a barrel.
Like fish in a barrel. What an odd thing to say. Did we get stronger or something? That was a much better attack.
Good work,
Finish him
Akihiko.
off. Everyone, follow my lead. Better
Hello? Did we get stronger? Like, hello? Oh, I should have done sorry. Oops. Mitsuru, time return, baby.
Try smarter.
Bitch. Wait, how can it do that? It failed. What the fuck? Shania! Hi, baby!
What's this weird feeling?
I was careless.
I love you.
Did some serious damage.
Mitsuru, get it together, babes.
The enemy's charmed you.
I love
We're on
you.
your side.
Never mind.
Radiant light of life. Shine upon
Heal them, bro. What the
us all.
fuck? I love you. Thank you for shouting for Shania. We love Shania and this bitch.
Yukari-chan's been charmed. Can you snap her out of it?
I don't know if I have something that removes the... Yeah, I don't have that, but... You know what I will do? Haha, get fucked. There, get fucked. That's it. Sorted.
Here we go.
Just get fucked. Just me and Senna are just trying to fuck this up. I've never seen the 5-1. That's fun.
With this, I can fight even better.
Let's go, queen.
Excuse.
Do you want to send someone out to scout ahead? Yes, I do. Sure, you got this, king. Recover.
That teleporter can take us to the entrance. Try to remember where it is.
Why would I need to do that? I have a map. I have a map. But Shania, I love you so much. With a passion of 1,000 suns. Mwah. Okay.
There's a treasure chest.
Okay.
I shouldn't say.
A Patra gem. I'm not gonna let these bitches touch me. No.
A shadow.
No bitches will be touching me.
There's a
Oh, hello.
I failed.
Oh no, the enemy has the advantage.
My heart.
I McFailed. He said my heart.
Her leader's been knocked down.
Solid hits.
We're almost gonna die, actually. Stop.
One enemy defeated. Good going, Kirito-senpai.
What's this weird feeling?
Curly, please don't attack me. No. Not her healing the fucking enemy. It's a good thing I saved. Thank God 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 I saved so hard. No, thank God I saved. Thank God I saved. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. This is what I get for skipping a hard enemy. This is what I get. I deserve this. Hi, Elizabeth.
Are you accepting a request? Let's hear the results.
There you go.
Let's hear the results.
Shadow hunting milestone.
I shall be waiting then.
Okay.
Very well.
Oh wait, what else is left?
I shall.
As you complete more requests, Elizabeth will start asking to escort her to different places from time to time. You can accompany her on these outings anytime during daylight hours. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Are you accepting a request?
Okay, let me try fusing something. Maybe I can do something good. Maybe I can do something good today.
Come to think of it.
You appear to have gained a new power. I believe it's called Thurgy. Now that you've become even stronger, you should be able to battle more efficiently and exquisitely with your multiple personas. Well, for the time being, you do seem to wield your new power quite effectively. Okay. I can get more different ones? Are you shitting me? Power within gradually enhances? After summoning a persona, power within gradually enhances. Deals medium almighty damage to all foes. Oh, shut up. So I don't, not only do I get more than one persona, I get more than one Thurgy spells. Are you shitting my dick? I am OP as fuck. Hello?
Ah, what kind of persona do you?
This power
Narcissist.
might be too much for you.
I don't want to summon my ex here. What the
This
fuck?
power might be too much for you. This would be a wise choice. What do you wish to inherit?
I would like to provoke. No, actually no. Meraki.
It seems no new power.
So it begins.
So I don't have a social thingy. So who am I missing really from the people I have to have social links with? Hey there, I'm Mukoi. I'm the spirit of your shadow, so that means I'm always gonna be with you. Wait, it's kind of cute. It kind of looks like Groot. It's actually kind of adorable.
This power might be too much for you. This would be a wise choice. Please choose what skills to inherit.
Meragi. Charm.
It seems no new powers have been
It's finally time.
Let's go. Not Doofenshmirtz linking them for me right now, please. I'm High Pixie. It's Nimbly. I'm not just any regular old pixie. I'll show you I can live up to my name. This is Nimbly. Oh, what's it changing into? Sexy dance! Sexy dance! Shut up. That is so fucking funny. Sexy dance, eh?
Are you finished?
Oh, I'm finished, alright.
We look.
One of my stills is called Sexy Dance. Oh, I love that for me. Oh, I love that for me. Interesting, eh? Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, let's call it quits today. We'll go another day.
Morning.
Morning. I guess it's true that there have been fewer cases of apathy syndrome after our missions. But then again, that changes as we get closer to the next full moon. By the way, what do you think of Kirito-senpai? What do you mean? Don't you think she sort of pushed FUUKA into joining too quickly? This again? I know it's nice to have more Persona users around, especially in battle, but something just doesn't feel right. I literally feel like you're the only one who thinks that, Takiba. Like, I don't know what's going on with you. Like, actually.
All right, I'm gonna keep
Oh,
going.
this should be awfully complex. Mew, thank you for the hydrate. But you can't remember the word itself? This feels like a good time for a spontaneous question.
Listen.
Able to see things for what they really are. A keen eye.
Yep, exactly.
You may very well have a keen eye yourself. Thanks, Queen. I'm already top 10 student, okay? I'm already in the top 10, okay? I don't need people to acknowledge how smart I am in this school, apparently, okay? I got top 10, hello. Class has ended for today. Are you busy? Oh, we haven't hung out with the little girl in a bit. Got something for you. Bismillah. That scared the actual shit out of me, Young. Young, holy fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you so much for the tier 2 at 6 months. Young, I appreciate you so much. And most of all, I appreciate your skill at building on Minecraft. I don't know if you saw, but I actually ended up finding a cherrywood biome, dude. Okay, I found a cherrywood biome, okay? Okay? I shit you not. I had to go into the 12,000 Z coordinates. 12,000. Mind you, we're on -44. Okay? Z coordinate. I had to go to 12,000 Z coordinates. Take that in. Take that in. It was so fucking far away. I spent 4 hours yesterday night, me and Brayden just playing, trying to find that biome. I shit you not. It was fucking hell. I ended up finding like 5 different like villages. We found like I forgot the people that like make weapons in the villages. Those fuckers. Oh my god, it was fucking hell. It was fucking hell. And then Brandon stumbled upon the warden. Like, take that in. Like, what the fuck?
Hello.
Oh, hi. What are we gonna play today? We're hanging out. Blacksmith. Yes, Gojo. It was a blacksmith. There was a blacksmith in the village. Wanted good expedition. Oh my god, it was fucking hell, Young. I was like, I literally almost cried when I found the biome. I literally almost cried. It was 4 hours of just constant fucking rowing in a boat, trying to find different biomes. Like, I shit you not. The amount of deserts near our fucking village is crazy. I was thinking of relocating us because I realized that we're in the savannah and then the grass looks really gross. The grass in our section looks really gross. Also, who the fuck built that massive H in our village? Also, I wanted to create a Japanese town fully on Minecraft. I thought that would have been really fun. I wanted to create a Japanese town. But so much sand literally all deserts, like 24/7, just desert. Oh my god, why is there so much fucking desert? Hello? Oh, I'm defo down to make it. Yes, I want to do that so bad, Young. But I shouldn't do it in creative mode, right? You don't want me to do it in creative mode? Yeah, right? Yeah. Hi, Moon. Would you stream more Minecraft? I want to watch because I know have. I would definitely stream more Minecraft. I'm so fucking down. I love Minecraft. Like, I fucking love Minecraft. You. I love it to the point that it might genuinely be an issue for me. I love it to the point that it's unhealthy, I think. Like yesterday, I just spent hours.
I've been waiting for you.
But I'm not going to blame you if you do. No, I know. I know you're right. Okay, fine.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful. If I may...
We wear white uniforms because it suits you. Okay, wait. I have a question. Do you need anything else? Ask Elizabeth out.
A shame.
During the day. Oh, okay.
Here are my requests.
So she wants me to come over in the morning? Okay.
I will await a report.
I mean, I can make a Japanese town now that I found the Cherrywood area. That's fine. I found a Cherrywood area. It should be fine. Yeah, thank you for redeeming that. It's fine. I found a Cherrywood farm. It's fine. It's
By the
fine.
way, what'll it
Buy
be?
weapons.
Running a little sale today.
That's worse for
See
me.
if anything catches as long as you
It's
need.
no, it's worse.
Got some new things and
It's
stuff.
literally
What are you
worse.
looking for?
Why is everything worse?
What are you looking for? What'll it be? What are you looking for?
Literally
What are you
worse.
looking for?
Oh, this is better.
Everything look good? Great. It's all yours. Take as long as you need. That what you want?
I'm dressing my queens
It's
first.
all yours. All done here?
Do you want us to move there? I was thinking about doing that, yeah. But then again, it would be so far from spawn. So then what would people do? Can these fuckers, like, find a room? Like, I'm so sick of these people.
Oh.
Can't I switch where to spawn?
Yes.
Like when a new player joins in, is that what you mean? Or like, because I know you can change where you spawn when you when you lay a bed. I don't know if you can do that. I didn't know you could do that. What? Oh my god, tell me how you do that. No, but tell me like in Discord because I'm gonna forget here. Dear Ji-san, I hope I'm not disturbing your afternoon. Do you have time to meet? Oh my gosh, she's so fucking cute. Okay. I do think I'm going to end my stream early today, guys, because to be honest with you, I'm very fucking exhausted today. I slept well, but not great, and I'm tired. So, I am very tired. I am so tired. Like, it's not funny. I am very tired. So, I think there's a command to change world spawn. Shut the fuck up. That's fucking amazing. Okay, we're gonna do, wait, you can do shrug? What is that? Hi. That's so cool. I didn't know I could do that. Anyways. Okay, I think I'm gonna raid Sheila. But this is our raid command and then our sub-raid command. Okay. We're gonna go raid my fucking bestie. Okay. I think Sheila's doing co-working right now. I'm pretty sure Sheila's doing some co-working right now. Sheila is also the co-founder with me for the Gremlin Grove. We fucking love Sheila with a passion of 1,000 suns. Sheila's amazing and she's doing fucking amazing. Oh my god, there's a new thing for the Pomodoro thing. Wow, did he change it? That's fucking awesome. That's so pretty. Okay, y'all, but please go give Sheila all the love in the world. We love Sheila in this household. Okay, she uses the pronoun she, her. And by the way, right after this, we're going to be in the Discord. Give me like 20 minutes to get a snack. And we're going to be watching, we're going to go watch Love is Blind in the Discord, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And thank you to all my mods. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time tomorrow morning. Bye.